I am blessed to make money, money making money, money making money, money making money, money making money, manifest, making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. I ain't stressed, making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. Gratitude is my attitude. I'm making money moves. Jewelry in a safe, piggy bank on full. And I'm living life abundant. I'm making money fast. I'm a money making magnet, making cold hard cash. I'm making money. Oh, I am blessed.
Ashe. Welcome to Alchemizing Energy. And we are here. We are going to go over the interview I just did with Mahoghany Roots. MJ, shouts out to her. We did a show, and then we're gonna go into some of the things going on with the Jaguar Wright situation. It's crazy, y'all. Have been trying to avoid this for years. I've been just avoided, but sometimes people just want to keep you around the BS. So let's go into this conversation, the beautiful conversation I had with this beautiful young lady. I love her hair. She's just absolutely gorgeous. Shouts out to Mahoghany Roots, MJ.
Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. All right. So I'm so excited once again. Y'all know I like to dress up during my interviews, but it's not about me today. It is not about me today. Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, which is Sister Talk with DJ Genesis again. And this time Mahoghany got it right, honey. There was something wrong with the link because I had used up all my space, but this time we have got it right. So in a moment, DJ Genesis will be up here. In the meantime, let's get some people up in the building. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. Hey, DJ.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you wonderfully. You look beautiful. I usually do a little intro in the beginning, but we're going to give people at least a minute to get here. You look gorgeous. What have you been doing today?
Man, my muffler went out on me. So, all right, it was like, I think it was like, I don't know, like it had gotten rusted or something like that.
Let me ask you a question. How do you want, because it's all about you today. Do you want it like this or do you want it larger?
No, it's cool. Either way, larger is fine.
Okay. I like larger because you could, it's almost like we're sitting in their living room. You look beautiful. I love the head wrap. I started to wear a head wrap today too. But anyway.
I want to learn how to do the Erica Badu one. I've been like practicing. I just got to get the right size piece of cloth.
Yeah. And then there's a way that you can kind of build it up too, so it's really big.
Right. I figured out that the reason why it looks like that is because they have something on top and they're wrapping it around. How are they doing that? Because mine's always like a Harriet Tubman level type of.
No, I know what you mean, but yeah.
I like the hair wrap, but it kind of gives a Harriet Tubman vibe where it's like kind of not all.
Yeah, you look beautiful, and us sisters, especially with natural hair, we understand the need for a hair wrap, and then it's wonderful for keeping you cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start. This is prompt 2, but I pretty much remember how we started the last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you have the floor. Okay, I'm gonna let you completely have the floor. Introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you are, baby. Go ahead.
Well, I'm DJ Genesis Detroit. I'm a mother. I'm a producer. I make music. I've DJ'd for over 25 years. I've been a software engineer for 20 years. I started off as a graphic designer. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force. I mean, I had a very well-rounded life. I've done a lot of different things, songwriter, I'm a true Gemini. at the core. I'm a Gemini. So, and if anybody knows any Geminis, they know that they probably can say that they do a lot of different things. So,
And that's something me and you have in common because I'm a Gemini too. And a lot of the like personality traits that you have, I'm the same way. Just like my channel, I talk about a lot of different things. So that is true about Geminis. Now let's talk about, so it's all facts upon facts. I did my research. Y'all know I have my little ways. I went and looked her up on different things. And she has I listened to a lot of the music you have. It's lovely. I was going to play some of it over here, but with your permission. So everything,
just some of it, because I'm signed to.
Okay.
Some of my stuff is like signed, so you might get like they might get if your thing is if you're trying to monetize this, it will hit you up because a lot of my stuff is like So let me know if you want to play. You can play it, but trying to make some money off of it, you might get hit off for the copyright. But you're not gonna get struck, but you just might get copyright.
No, I understand that. And we
do the SoundCloud stuff, some of the SoundCloud stuff, like the After Feeling. I think I sent you like the SoundCloud stuff, didn't I?
You might have. I just did this so.
Oh, you just looked it up online and just found
stuff? Exactly. Just like I found those beautiful pictures of you. There's lots of stuff on you. But I already knew your history. Like I said, I met you. I first saw you on the Blue Couch on Real Life Street Stars because I'm subscribed there, and I saw where you were talking about the Nature Boy situation and your interaction with Jaguar Wright, and I asked you about that. Can you explain to the people just briefly how you got involved with Nature Boy and Jaguar Wright? Not Nature Boy, but go ahead.
Well, I was never involved directly with Nature Boy. It was more the people that were involved with Nature Boy.
Okay.
Like I was trying to help them once they left him. Certain people. So, and then it turned into people thought that I was like a part of the cult and this, that, the other, which is not true. So it was never a thing where I was like involved with Nature Boy.
And Jaguar Wright,
I did debate him at some point. I did debate him.
Yes.
On some of his philosophies and how he was doing stuff. I did do that. Let me just do this because because my camera's on the wrong way.
You look beautiful. I'm the one up here sweaty and look like I just came from cutting the grass.
Child, if you don't stop it, girl, you lying.
But so you also your husband, because you explained it. Explain how and her husband is very famous too. Like talk about your ex-husband. Your if you don't mind.
Okay, by 10 from Slum Village. So we weren't really married from like a marriage thing, but we were together common law for a long time. And so
you have a child.
Still kind of a husband, but I met him. I was a DJ in Detroit, and people used to come and watch me DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And he was
I went and looked him up and I was like, oh, that's him. So yeah, she is the truth. She has, even though, like I said, she's new to us, a lot of us might not know her. She's definitely well known on these YouTube streets, has been around a very long time. And she has a large following. You have like 60,000, don't you?
Yeah. So that like kind of happened. I was really, if you probably would have went to my channel about 3 years ago, I had like probably 12 followers. I wasn't really trying to be a YouTube person. Mm-hmm. I'm a software engineer by trade and a DJ and a producer. I do that, but, by being involved with some of the people from Nature Boy, the whole carbonation thing, by being involved with the Tribe Zulu people from Nature Boy, they kind of encouraged me to get into content creation and then also, I did the whole thing with Charleston White, and that was like the beginning of the becoming a content creator from that.
Yes. All right. So now let's go to Miss. So Jaguar Wright, and let me just say this. I want to say this for you, because I am aware of what some of the things she's saying now. You have not spoken Jaguar Wright's name in years. Not even to me when we did the first interview. This is our second interview. We're trying to do this the right way. You have not spoken about Jaguar Wright, but you did help her out. I mean, whether she wants to admit that or not, you did help her out when nobody else would. I think that should be said. So yeah, and so that's your interaction with her, basically.
I mean, she initially it was a thing that she was supposed to be helping me out, like to put together the documentary for my child's father. And she told me stories about, because I knew that she was on tour with them during the OK Player tour. I did not know that she was blackballed and all this other stuff. I knew that she was on, in her car talking about certain stuff. I didn't understand at what level that she was blackballed and wasn't cool with nobody and nobody liked her and this, that, the other. I didn't know all that. So when I'm trying to do a documentary, I'm going off of like what I knew from her in the past because I booked her back in 1990, I think 8, during the Black Lily when she was actually on tour with the Roots and Jazzy Fat Nasties with the Black Lily thing. So that's what I knew of her. And I had known her over time, like running into her at concerts when she was performing. And so that's what I knew of her. I did not know this new Jaguar Wright that I see right now, so I didn't have no understanding of what I was really bringing around me and bringing around my house and everything.
And that's what it is. A lot of people, even now, like she gets a following, then she loses them because the lies come out, then she gets a following. But I'm going to leave that alone because this is not about her. But I just wanted to make it clear that you were someone that actually looked out for her when nobody else would after she got out of prison.
What it really came down to is that, I'm thinking that, this is a friendship or a relationship that I think I've developed over time. So it's not even a matter of, hold on, somebody's calling me. It's not even a matter of me helping her, but it was like, I'm thinking we can help each other. You know what I'm saying? We can work together. We can build something. We can put something together that could be dynamic in this documentary. I'm not knowing that there's like this whole underlying need to try to take down Jay-Z and like I'm not knowing that this is like her goal or whatever. I'm just focused on the documentary and thinking that, okay, she has a lot of industry contacts. I didn't really get to see the stuff with Talib Kweli and Common and stuff. So I'm completely green to like the things that she said about the people that she's even on tour with. Malik B and this, that, the other. But I did see the thing on Malik B. And that's part of the reason why I contacted her because she was like campaigning for Malik B. But all the other stuff to Talib Kweli and Common and whatever. And then so when I heard it at the real life, he said, he stuck his thing. I said, well, don't all dudes do that? It was like, I'm just hearing that because I was not really following her like that,
Yeah, I understand. No child. Well, I follow her and I follow the people around her. So, but I'm not going to make this about her. We're not going to give her any more.
Please don't, because she probably is watching. She gonna find if you say anything about her, honey. There's something that like.
Oh yeah, that's fine. But not today. We're not going to do that today. I'm not going to do it today.
And you don't want her coming after you and saying that Mahoghany her, and then next thing you know, now you're a part of the farm of the
troll farm. Oh, she can, honey.
Are you part of the troll farm, Mahoghany?
Girl, when people come after me, I always get my subscribers. It's really that simple.
You're not part of the troll farm.
Well, listen. So we're gonna move on past that. That's how you. And you're well known in the industry. You did have a question, Mr. DJ Music, who is also a DJ.
Now we had a weird person that just said some weird stuff in our chat, but we're not gonna like give that any justice. What that was just said, I don't know what that was over. What was being said, but shouts out to Mahoghany Roots that's in the chat. If you want to come up, but I really want to let you understand that Talib Kweli. So right now, Jaguar Wright is trying to create some friction between DJ EQ and DJ Genesis, me. And now there's like this whole thing. So DJ EQ, I'm not sure if she's currently married to Talib Kweli or at some point they got married and I don't know if they're still married, but I think that she might be married to Talib Kweli. So now it makes sense why she is attacking DJ EQ because now everything. I watched the King Payne thing. DJ EQ is married, or at one point, I'm not sure if she is married to Talib Kweli. Makes sense now. Why Jaguar is attacking DJ EQ. So I just want to like to clarify that real quick. So let me just let the rest of it play.
Jay down here in South Carolina, he asked, "What style music did you spin?" Good question.
Well, I started off as like I was trying to be like a DJ that did like the DMC level DJing. I started off like that. And then a guy named DJ Rags, right? He was showing me all the video. This other guy named DJ, damn, I forget his name, James. So he was showing me all the like DMC type of stuff. And so initially I wanted to be a DMC DJ. But then, because I was in the military at first, I was in the military and I'm just at the barracks, just learning how to DJ, right? From the people that's there. So I ran into a girl named Alicia who took me to my first like rave. And I got to hear drum and bass and stuff like that. Now I had already kind of like just heard about techno and house. I grew up with people that was going to Paradise Garage and all that stuff. So I remember all like that. You're not gonna be a fool for you no more. My love so special. I mean, I got to hear growing up, and CC Peniston and all that stuff. But I was more into the hip hop scene as a DJ and more like I wanted to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I want to be like that DJ at first, but then I got into the rave scene and I heard this thing called drum and bass, and I was like, this stuff is cool. Like, I like love that whole like take on stuff. So I began to do DJ as a drum and bass DJ, Jungle, which is like a UK based, like really fast, like James Brown kind of like drum break. So I got into then I like moved from that into because I used to do the back room and at this place called State of the Union. A guy named Sam the Man Burns would have the front room with the house music, and I would do the back room. This couple named Aosi and Clark invited me as a drum and bass DJ to like come and play. They ended up like giving me their room, and so I began a residency at State of the Union nightclub. Now this back room of State of the Union was a mess. Okay, it stunk like the I think there was like a dead rat, in between. They couldn't figure out where the smell was coming from, honey. The bass didn't work, only treble and mids. It was just, but honey, I was dedicated. Okay. I was making like $25 a day. Like when I would DJ, I'd make like $25 a week to DJ there. But I was so dedicated. Honey. I would walk from my house on 1st and U Street to 40th and U Street with my crates of records in my hand to go to the club and DJ.
But that means that you have a passion and love, because I have a passion and love for music. I mean, everything I do, I love to play music. So that just goes to prove that that's what you were supposed to be doing. That's what you were God sent to do. I do want to get to a few things. Basically, right now, guys, because this is our second time doing this interview, we're going to review some of the things we went over, and then I'm going to ask her a few more questions. And then if you guys want to come in and talk to her, you can. So another thing we discussed is you in this space. So we understand your background and how you kind of ended up on YouTube. You never.
But I do want to say this. All right. So I just want to put this in perspective. Okay. It's 10 records to a crate. No, you can put about 100 records in one crate, 1 pound a piece. So I was actually able to carry 100-pound crate. Like a milk crate, you could fit about 100. So each record, so it's 100 records in one crate. I used to actually carry that crate for 40 blocks. That type of ish, that type of dedication. So I don't want no one to really think that I'm like to be played with, because my neck muscles is off the chain. Okay,
really wanted to be. Same with me. You started out with the conscious community. What do you think? Be honest. What do you think about ours?
Let me break that whole thing down. This is how crazy.
Oh, you muted. You muted. You're mute. Oh,
You hear me?
yes. Okay.
So Sarah Seti.
I know.
I'm a web developer. I'm self-taught, right? So I'm self-taught web developer, right? Sarah Seti is also from Detroit, right? So I was watching him on Sonnetter TV. He was doing this, doing that. And me and my friend Rachel, we were really heavily into like consciousness and this, that, the other. Me and her ended up calling him and saying, listen, you need to stop debating because he was debating on Sonnetter and start touring and traveling and just spreading the message and build your own. This is the beginning of, if you ever seen Sonnetter going to different places and stuff, it was me and this girl named Rachel Ifa that got on the phone with him and was like, no, do it like this and don't debate no more. I think he did a debate with Aline Bay or something like that. It got really heated. No, don't debate no more. Bump debating. Go tour and teach. So I, at that point, began to be his web developer. Black Power Cartel was the first website I did for Sarah Seti, and I built his website, AfricanGlory.com and Black Power Cartel, built that website up. And then the FBI, somebody came in. It was like we got infiltrated. We had the site going. It was almost like the world star hip hop of consciousness. We were getting like 200,000 hits per video.
Oh,
Next
wow.
thing, someone comes in and was like, oh, you need to put it on our because we had like a server over in like China or somewhere, Taiwan or whatever, that was like hosting it. They convinced us to like move it to a server in LA, and then they just disappeared. Took all of our content off the website and just disappeared.
Oh my gosh, where is Sarah Seti? Because I used to watch him. Where is
he's still doing content. He's still doing stuff. You know, after that, I kind of like lost touch with him. I moved down to Dallas from Detroit. And you know, I ran into him a few more times. I started the Black Power, the Pan African Community Think Tank. I was doing stuff in the community for the because I like really got into Pan Africanism and, you know, Egyptology and Ifa and this, that, there. So now I'm an Ifa priestess, but at the time I was really into the Egyptian stuff and community based, you know, really Pan African level of, like, you know, Dr. Claude Anderson level. Yeah. So I actually did all that, was going, but then it got really crazy because I was even going, this thing, Gorilla Mainframe, Raheem Balagoon, all these people were really like heavy in Dallas, Texas. This is where God has brought me into all these different communities. Yeah. I got to like actually be there where they were like doing these community outreach, teaching people how to fight, teaching people how to like shoot like guns and everything. Raheem Balagoon got labeled the first Black extremist. The person that was throwing the events, bringing SETI down. And we would do really good things for it, like have kids and stuff, learning how to like fight and this, that, the other, learning how to protect ourselves. When Malik came, there's a guy named Malik, something came into Dallas and shot up those police officers. It dismantled that whole thing. So I was actually around during that entire situation and got to see it dismantle, got to see Raheem go to prison for becoming the first Black terrorist or whatever the hell it was. Got to see Sarah get into it with Umar Johnson. It was crazy. So I got to like be a part of that whole thing.
I'm sorry.
Free of separation thing. So it went from music to and techno and house music to like Black Power, revolutionary to like terrorism. To, like, it's just crazy.
I want to talk to you, and I'm glad you brought up, because I was about to ask you a question about Umar, because you said something about your religion, Ufa, and Ifa. Is that the same religion that he practices?
Yes, he is. Actually, I think he might be Ogun priest.
Let me ask you a question. Do they so do they do sacrifices? And explain that to us.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Depending on the situation, you know, if they do a reading and there's an issue or whatever, sometimes what the reading might call, depending on what Orisha comes up in the reading, they might require a sacrifice. So sometimes that sacrifice might be to take a watermelon and bring it to the river and throw it in the river. Sometimes it might be take this certain babalawos, which are like the priests that do the readings sometimes, or Olorishas. Some of them have more like, where they don't like do animal sacrifices, but certain ceremonies require animal sacrifice, i.e., initiation or like etephas or certain things like this. So a lot of times when you do those things, they will sacrifice an animal and then the blood is drained and then you eat the animal. So just like almost like in halal, when you eat food, you're not supposed to like eat the blood and the entrails. They
Right.
take the blood and they give it to the Orisha. They take the entrails and they give it to the Orisha, which is like forces of nature. Like they have like the relics of like what that Orisha, like the like bowls, and they put that out they throw it out into the field, and then the ants and everything eat that part, but then you eat the meat. So
it's a natural, yeah, almost like giving back to nature, because that's what we do when we eat an animal. We don't eat the inside, right? We discard the inside. However, well, this will never affect us.
Listen, before like we go further, I want to, because my thing is I don't like to only just say I did something. I like to show and prove. So this was the Pan African Community Think Tank that I did in the DFW area when I moved down there. I put together this think tank. This was at this place called what's called it was a Jamaican restaurant, but this was us coming together and putting together like a thing, and we would sit down and come up with ideas on how to help the community. So this was my organization that I put together. They would all come together and we would like try to find out ways using different techniques on how we could like, and we had like different things packed, 501c4, 10-day goal, 6-month goal. We were trying to bring in David Banner, Professor Griff, things like that. We really were really trying to put something together here, and we would get together in a group and like really like put, organize and try to make things happen. This is like Pooji Bear and Aura when we were sorry, I'm back to that's Aura, her pictures, but and this was us like at I think, what was it called? The damn, what's the name of this restaurant? I forget what it's called. But sorry, hold on. Like we were really into the community at the time, as you can see, So this is not just something I'm just saying that we were doing. We were really literally in the community doing things for the community. So I'm not just saying, talking out the side of my face, saying that we were doing this and doing that. No, we were in the community. We were in the Pan-African community doing stuff. This is the Pan-African Connection. These are events that were going on at the time. Sorry. You see what I'm saying? So I want to just make it plain that this is the first event we ever threw at Murphy's Lounge, where we got together and we were putting together, just coming up with ideas, trying to come up with how to help the community out, and that was the first ever Pan-African Community Think Tank, so this is the type of stuff we were doing, feeding people, like coming together. Okay, now let's have different like exercises to like find out what could we do to better the community. So this was the idea that was a spawn of my idea and was actually helped by Sister Bay and the sister right here. I forget her name right now because I'm just trying to show that this is what we were doing. Okay, so that's what was going on. It was not. I'm not just saying this. It was literally going on. So let's go back into the conversation.
The Dr. Umar thing. Do you have any thoughts on Dr. Umar? How do you feel about what's going on with him?
I don't like the fact that he's not there for his daughter. I don't like the fact that as far as the school is concerned, I'm like, okay, well, anyone could, if he doesn't know how to do business, that could happen to anybody. If you don't know how to run a business and you're trying to do something. But the thing is that like 10 years, come on, at some point, as many females that were giving him money, he could ask any of them women. I'm sure a lot of them probably knew accounting and how to do something, how to do it right. So I'm not really going to give him that excuse either. If he really wanted to run a school, he would have just started off from scratch. Like just start off with 2 people in the household, teach them 2 kids. Right. So this is me once again. This is me and my daughter. This is when I had first gotten into E5, As you can see, I'm wearing all white. This is after my first initiation, so you guys can understand that when I'm not just like saying what I'm saying, I actually was living what I said. Okay. And then I'm gonna also be showing throughout as we're talking about this stuff, like even pictures of SETI and the Gorilla mainframe things we were doing in the community. So then move to 3, then to 4, then to 5. I mean, there's a company called the Uhuru Academy that started it off in their house. You don't need a huge building. Why are you starting from such of a big place? A building is way that of that large of a capacity. It you need like a team to put that together. It can't be just you out there trying to paint and do something and put it together. You need a whole entire team and investors and all that. Before you buy a building like that, you need to probably have at least $10 million, at your disposal to even launch. So I think that he just was thinking too far into too high of ambition. Like
Maybe
start
some,
off in a regular school and get like a following, and then those following will be able to even account for you what you're doing. Then you can get grants and get government assistance and things like that, and people to actually show you where the real money's at. Because when you're just trying to do it off of donations of people, you're not really tapping into the true essence of what building a educational foundation is. Because when you have an educational institution, there is government grants and all type of things you can like tap into money that you don't have to like beg for money for it, because you have a nonprofit, you have all these different things in place that can actually allow you to put together an institution like that. I believe that his goals were way beyond his ability to
capacity.
capacity. Yep, that's the word. Yep, capacity.
Absolutely. So there's a few things I want to get to, but I had to ask you about that because that's hot in the streets.
I interviewed his daughter. And I think it's really sad to actually have
did
talked to her.
when
Yeah,
did you?
If you
When?
go on my page, you'll see the interview I did with her. And
How long ago was it?
like 2 months ago. Yeah.
What did she say? Can you tell us some of the things she said?
Well, at the time, she was kind of into it with her mother. She had left her mom and she didn't want to go back. And she talked a little bit about her upbringing. But, it was interesting to see because she talked so fast. It was almost like a person that was in a manic like state. At some point in an interview, she was at a restaurant. She's not working there, but she begins to direct people. Oh, okay, you have an order. Hold on 1 second. And it was just weird. It was a very interesting interview. So if you guys get a chance, go watch it on my channel. Yeah. Anissa Abdullah. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely will go back and watch that. I'm gonna get into a few other things. Let's talk about, how do you feel? Do you feel, well, it doesn't matter what has happened so far. Every day is a new day. People who've been, there's a lot of my subscribers have been with me for years. They know that I do this part-time, but they stick with me and they support me anyway. And I appreciate all of them, whether they're here on the replay. But we're going to continue this. Me and DJ plan on continuing this sister talk. Eventually we'll open up panels in the whole 9. I will be going over to her channel. She'll be coming over here. We're going to
This is Cyrus Sutton City with my daughter, Aura, Batin's daughter, my child's father. And this was at the Gorilla Mainframes event where they were actually teaching the community, how to fight different stuff like stick fighting. And he also taught self-defense. And so this is the flyer for it. Rakeem Balagoon presents Gorilla Mainframe Martial Arts Program. You understand? So this is back in November 13th. This is before he passed. He is in jail right now for 10 years right now. I don't know when he gets out, but hopefully he'll get out soon. But he spent like some time in federal prison. Now he's in regular prison. I think he got into it with like a landlord or something like that. But at the time, like Rakeem was very, very prevalent in the community. And as you can see, he was teaching people like self-defense. People would go to the thing, to the middle school. They would work out. It was a really good, sorry. And I'm sorry, I'm being sexy right. Sorry. But you know what I'm saying? This is me actually at the the gym working out. So I wasn't always going through and being who you think I am right now. So I just want to like just be clear on who people really think I am. I don't know what y'all think I am or whatever, but I want to just be clear about that. Let's
Pretty bad. Well, not pretty bad, but I was asking you about whether you were single or not, whether you were looking or not. But there were a lot of questions I didn't get to ask. So you are single right now.
Yeah.
Are you interested in dating?
Yes.
Now, we're going to stop right there. Would you consider, my first question is, would you consider an online man, finding somebody online?
I mean, possibly. I've dated guys online before. You know, if it's a long distance, not necessarily. I'm not really into the long distance thing. I don't like the long distance thing
This
at
is
all. They have to be local. I don't want to like be just phone gapping and yapping. Unless you got enough money to come see me, because what you know what I'm saying? Like, what were we doing? You know, just like talking and build it up and then hook up and whatever. Like what?
Brownie, I know you just got here and cynical, but Brownie's she's also a content creator. She's one of the younger women. And I want us to have a conversation. There's several of them, Rogue C, Venus. I can't think of you all, of course, cynical. I want for us to start hitting each other's panels and having the talk. Women, we need to have the talk. So welcome in. Oh, hey, cynical Brit. She says, DJ Jenna, stay away from these YouTube.
Oh no, I would not date no YouTube dude. I'm talking about like online. I mean, I have met guys on like dating apps and stuff like that. I mean,
I told you, I think
I have a dating app, a baby that I actually have. My youngest child is from a date, like meeting a guy.
But one of your children is from the music guy. What's his name again? I keep on forgetting his name.
From Plum Village, yeah.
Plum Village, and I used to like their music. But okay, so basically, she's high status. She's not going to date anybody. But I was making fun of you because I believe that Nightish man has a crush on you. He always bringing you up. But
he still bring me up even though I'm not even on her no more.
No, he hasn't brought you up since. But I would watch from the clouds.
I don't have a problem with Nightish. I think he's
no, he seems okay. He's funny. I mean, all these people are funny to me. So let's talk. You don't have to answer this. Like I said, I honestly, let me just say this to you, DJ Genesis. This space is not an easy one. However, if you could survive the spaces that you've been in, I know you can survive this space. If you haven't felt welcome, that's just the way this space is. You just got to get to know these people. How do you feel about the space so far? Do you have any feelings on it, or you just rather not say?
I will say this. I don't like the cattiness that women have in this space. You know, I don't like cattiness that women have in general. When women are catty, I don't like that.
Yeah,
I think that women need to like stick together. We have enough going on in this world, just being a mother or things like that. But the cattiness needs to stop. You know, I don't like the fact that when women get too eager for attention, that they have to like put down another woman to get that attention. I don't like that. You know, because you don't have to do that. You know,
yep.
I can have my opinion. You don't have to come up there and try to down me in order to big up yourself, you know. And I've been through this with like several, and it's been like a thing within my life, like that. You know, I want to be cool with a lot of women, but for some reason,
No, we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna work it out. This is the other young lady I mentioned.
I feel like women don't like me because I don't know, because I'm not like your what is this thing on my camera's driving me crazy. Well, it's like a dot right there. It's driving me crazy. But anyways, I shouldn't have pointed it out. Now you're gonna be focused on it. And I want to like reach over, like scratch it off. Like,
I just want to say one thing, DJ Jenison. I'm gonna let you finish. This is the other young lady, Rogue C. So we got a lot. There's another young lady, LA Project. Like I said, Venus. There's other women.
I just say I'm just a crash out and just so weird about like why am I so focused on that dot? Anyways,
women in the space that are coming up, and you know, we're going to work on this together, y'all. We're going to go to each other's channels and support. So we're going to work on it. Just give it time. There's a lot of us, especially the older women, is bad blood, Genesis. That to me is bad blood. So with you being new, no one has any reason not to like you. You're a very nice lady. You're kind. You're smart. You're talented. No one has any reason not to like you. It is just being petty and catty. And you're gonna be just fine. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? Hey, y'all. Hey, Uncle Rick.
I was saying hi to people in the chat, but you know what? Yeah, like it's like I'm from the conscious community. I'm used to like having conversations, you know, even with me on Bracey's channel. Like when I get on Chaotic Truth, I always like if I say something, I will also bring up because I'm used to being on like Sonnetter where it's like, okay, source up or shut up. So if I make a statement, I could back it up with information. So I'm not just rambling and just saying whatever off the rip, you know, just off the top of my head. It's like, no, like I'm saying something because there is actual data to make it back. If I bring up a subject and I say this, that, the other, 9 out of 10, I can bring up a slide and everything. Okay, this is where I got that from. I'm not bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like like I said, being a Gemini, I like just be looking at all type of wild stuff. Like it's ridiculous. Like how much if I like looked at if you saw all the like things open on my browser right here, you'd be like, God damn, how could you even like because I'm like I could be talking to somebody and have about 5 browsers open looking watching all that stuff at the same time. Like a complete ADHD lunatic. But the bottom line is that I'm always like have a thirst for knowledge and I've always been like that. So when I am on a panel, I'm not just trying to like just ramble and talk about a bunch of BS and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So it's interesting why when I've been on panels and I say a certain thing, you have a certain type of woman that get up there like, no, that's not true. But then it's like it seemed like what'll happen is I'm not gonna bring up this person's name. Like it'll be like she does that with everybody, and then sometime I know that she's just doing that just because she just wants to fuck with me, and I'm like, why? Why do people want to try to antagonize me? They get off on like seeing me kind of crash out because I will crash out. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I'm still learning how to control my temper about stuff as old as I am. You know what? Because I didn't used to say nothing and used to kind of like, and then what the Jaguar right sector taught me is like that saying nothing shit will have people looking at you like you weak. And so I had to like start to learn how to like be like, no, bump that. Who the F you talking? Fuck you think you talking to, you know, whatever. You know, like she had that song, fuck you think you talking. I had to be like that. Like, no, who you think you talking to? And see, even when Jaguar encountered me, I was in my year in white. I was becoming a priest. I was like going through initiation. So I wasn't really allowed to argue. And so I think that people thought I was weak because I wasn't really getting back with people. But now that I'm not in initiation no more, people are really getting to see my real personality. And I will get back with you and I will be like, what the fuck you think you talking to? And it surprised people like, whoa. Like, well, hell yeah. Like, fuck you think you're talking to?
No, and you're absolutely right. You have to stand up for yourself. And that's one thing that these spaces definitely YouTube period, social media you will be strong or you will be destroyed. I mean, it really is that way. Shout out to everybody. Thank you, Uncle Rick, for sharing me. I appreciate it. And like I said, this is something we plan on keeping up. And just today's an interview, but eventually we'll do panels and we'll do it over at DJ Genesis show. And I know Rogue is going live. Brownie goes live sometimes. She does makeup too, DJ. But if you guys are just coming in, I'll do a quick recap. Is that this lady,
she said, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like,
that's right.
You know, you be trying to be too bougie with it, and then people think that you a pushover. You gotta be like, what? You know, and try to get
what?
Put your shoulder right here. Put your shoulder.
She's so funny. Last time we did the titty thing, but let me stop. Okay, I'm just
say something again. You know, back in the day, they had to like shoulder you be walking in a circle and you be bumping shoulder. You had to be like, hey, what's up there? You know?
Yeah, like what's up?
Right.
Well, y'all if y'all just coming in, make sure you take some time when you're not doing anything, watch it from the beginning and you get a whole background. This is the lady who was on the Blue Couch with Real Life Street Stars. She's been with Charleston White. She's done. There's so much that I could tell you. She's done a lot of work with a lot of popular people. And so you just have to watch it from the beginning because her track record is very long, and take some time to get to know people. So I knew who you were when I saw you on the panel, and I was like, they don't know who this lady is. This lady is like, if she wanted to, she could have so many more. I'm gonna be honest, so many more followers. It might not be the most positive followers if they're coming from Jaguar Rights camp, or if they're coming from, some of these other camps. But give her respect, honey. And so, no, don't worry.
No, hold on. Do you know that I like lost so many followers because I had at some point with the whole Jaguar Wright debacle, I changed my name from at DJ Genesis Detroit to at Alchemizing Energy, and
That's
nobody could find me from the sector because I did have that was how I even got up to 60 K. Also because I did the whole thing with Charleston White, right? But what happened is I was like, you know what? I don't want to have nothing to do with that sector. And I started all over again with the Alchemizing Energy. And I did interviews and I built that up. But then I went back to DJ Genesis Detroit. I did one thing where I reviewed a Jubilee video. And then I kind of it was a couple of times where YouTube had, and I think also people found where I was and reported my videos. And then and I'm just now getting back to where, because I was getting a good amount of people watching my video, and then it just fell off because YouTube did the little 7-day thing, and then it's hard to come back from that. And I had to make sure that, because now all those people that were really a part of that whole Jaguar Right sector, they have all been taking each other's pages down and all that stuff. I said, I don't want to have no parts of that because I've been worked too hard to build my page up for people to for me to be in that sector about Jaguar Right and then have everybody mad and whatever going back and forth, and then have my page taken down. Because I'm not just talking about, I completely took a 360 degree plus 180 away from Jaguar Right. So I turned around and I faced that way and walked the other way.
Yeah, and now
she want to still bring me back. She is something. Every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. She just keep wanting me to. It's like
Jack. I'm not going to talk about her today because, like I said, we are bigger and better than her.
She gonna see this, and somebody gonna tell her, and she gonna play.
Well, I wanted to mention my name, honey. I need the subscribers. There's a bunch of comments that I want to read. Remember, and I told you. So, shout out to everybody that came through. Now, I know you remember this person on the screen, but I told you that he is one of my supporters. He is a mod over here, and I him. We're close, but I also told you that I think you guys just
What's up, Pan African Mulattoism? How you doing?
I'm good. How you feeling, sis?
I'm good. So we're just covering the interview I did on Mahoghany Roots. What do you think so far?
Well, it's a powerful build, and I'll be honest, it was the title that caught my attention. And I'm paraphrasing. First of all, you called me Pan Africanism Mulattoism. Come on, my name is Pan Mulattoism. But the title is what caught me though. About the is it sister talk?
Yeah, she basically is, we're having a sister talk. We're having a discussion.
Exactly. And I wanted to bring up one of our sisters that unfortunately is not here with us. That young Black American woman, the 19-year-old little sister actually in Maryland that got killed by the illegal alien. Are you familiar with this sister?
No, I'm not.
Are you didn't, are you serious?
No, I'm
There's a 19-year-old young Black American woman, a young woman, there was actually a search out for her whereabouts, um, and it was determined that an illegal alien killed her and hid her body. It's going viral. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Even if you did a quick Google of the 19-year-old Black American woman that was killed by an illegal alien, it'll pop up. But damn, I wish you were familiar with the particular incident so I could have a dialogue with you about it. But in
You know,
short,
I want to look into that, and then when I like get some time, I want to give it some justice. I don't want like to like talk about it and not know what I'm talking about.
no, I understand.
Send me the
Are you?
information in the back chat in the private, and I'm gonna go ahead and look into it. And I'm gonna continue to play this, and then maybe after this, I'll like do a show about that because that's tragic.
It's definitely a tragedy, and I'll definitely post a link in the back chat. And I'll say this before dropping off the panel: if this doesn't wake up the masses of Black Americans and encourage Black Americans to report all immigrants to ICE, all potential illegal aliens to ICE, I don't know what will wake us up as a people. Our daughters are literally being victimized by these illegal aliens that we turned a blind eye to. Not only are they taking over our communities, but they are victimizing the most vulnerable amongst us, our children. So I'll drop down and I'll post the link in the back
Yeah,
chat. Much love.
I'm gonna do a whole show about that. You know, because that's terrible. That is awful. Oh my god, I didn't know about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Look,
uh huh.
you didn't know
But
about,
let me just say this.
it. I'm
Let me.
sorry.
I'm gonna get the link and I'm gonna come back up. Respectfully, don't let me back on the panel, but just let me up so I can put it in the back chat. So I'll be right back. All right.
Are you putting it? No, I just like will take you down off here or move you over here and then just put in the back chat. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna like remove you all the way, but I'll just put you into the.
No. That's what I'm asking. You could remove me from the panel, but I'm gonna just put it in the back chat. I don't need to come back up though.
And then what
But
I'll do
thank you. I'll be right back.
the next show, I'm gonna like just do another show and really cover that. That's terrible. That's really awful. I didn't know about this. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm gonna be
Don't.
right back with the link.
Okay. All right. Wow. See, there's so many bigger things to discuss. You know, so many bigger things going on in our community like that. I think there's much more important. And we're gonna cover that. When I get off this about this thing, we're gonna cover some real stuff. Like right now, it's about, talking about what I've been going through, but we're going to cover that because that is awful. I didn't even know about that. So let's go.
Hit it off on the wrong foot. Uh, um, well, I normally never do this. I never do this.
I don't have a problem with ants. Listen,
Okay.
I know that you can have a dialogue with somebody and y'all get into it and y'all don't agree with each other that day. I don't
Right.
hold grudges. I get over it. However, the only time I will say, you know what, I'm not going to return to a situation is if it feels like that particular situation is repetitive, number one, or two, it's like that person is completely like they have me around, but they don't like me at the same time.
Well, can I tell you just really
And
quick?
I got that from, no offense, I kind of felt like which doctor he had me there, but he didn't really like me. He was just like,
No, he likes you. He does like. Can I just say a couple words? And because this
he said it himself on his thing. He was like, I fuck with someone. I don't really fuck with you. Like he actually said something along those lines. Then as time went on, I kind of got to see like that he probably don't fuck with me like that. So I'm like, well, why am I keep going over here? And then now people coming up here cussing me out, but it's almost looking like then he cussing me. Everybody cussing me out at once because of they don't like what I'm saying and this, that, the other. And then I said, okay, I'm going to take a break from that because it got up to a thing where somebody came up. I don't know who this person was, but you keep doing. She just like yelled at me like she was my grandma.
No.
And everybody was like cool with it. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this person? And why she get to holler at me like she my mama?
Okay.
I'm 48 years old, you guys. By the way, I'm 48.
And you look amazing.
Don't get to like talk to me crazy, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. When that happened, okay, they don't want me up over there, right? So then the whole thing happened over on Gracie. Because if you let a bitch get on, excuse me, I'm sorry, not to say the word.
It's all right. It's okay.
If you let a bitch get on the channel, they start cussing me out, and you laughing, and y'all kick in with the whole thing happened with the PhD thing. It was like after you fat, da, 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 like bitches don't get fat like it's a big fuck. Hell, how many people in the world in America is fat? Come on now. It's an epidemic, right? So therefore, what is the point of just focusing on me and you don't know nothing about my medical history, what's the cause, whatever, and I'm talking about a subject, then you continue to double down on me being fat. I don't know what you look like, ma'am. You're just a P on the screen.
I know
off the
I
panel,
know what you look like.
Gracie and her sit together. You got him on one side. I hadn't even paid it. I said, listen, you know what? You've been letting me co-stream. Fuck it. Here, you know what? I couldn't get her off the thing. I wanted to get the bitch off the panel. Like, okay, why is she, and say my little piece like that? That's really toxic. But he wanted to keep her up on there and continue that. And then when I get up off of there, this bitch, I don't even know she's ever gave him money in her life, but I did. And I was beginning to support, but damn, like, bro, what the fuck is this? And then I leave and you're up there like, yeah, she fat, that fat bitch, and whatever. The show ends on that. Yeah, she just need to go eat some McDonald's and stop eating her feelings. Whatever the hell she said. Pee on the screen. Like, I'm like, bro, okay, that's enough of you too, bro. Anyone that is going to like double down on when niggas is talking shit about me, and then I know that I can be a really good supporter. Like, if I really am down with somebody, I'm going to be down like a clown in the underground without a frown. And I don't know what else that rhymes with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna be down, So I'm like, hell no.
So let me talk a little bit. Let me talk just for a second, and then I want to read a couple more comments. Yes, please, y'all.
I'm gonna just take my screen off 1 second. There's this damn thing. You see this right here is driving me.
It's okay. Do what you got to do. I want to talk.
Let me find out how to get this shit out. I'm gonna just close my camera right here to get this. Okay. Whatever the fuck this is driving me crazy. So, but go ahead, talk.
Okay, so she said so much.
Did you want to come say something or just drop the link? You did say that you were just going to come and drop the link, right? See, that's how like absent-minded and ridiculous. Like,
it's all good.
Just drop the link, right? Not just look. See, I'm just absent-minded. I'm just like, what? Like,
yeah, it's all good. But thanks for having me. I'm gonna drop back down.
Okay, all right. Much love. I'm gonna check that out. That's crazy. When I get done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and cover that. That is no, we can't be having that. That's not right. Whatever's going on with that, we're gonna deal with that. We can't be having that. Anyone that knows me knows I'm not down for that shit. So let's go. So
I think she's hilarious, y'all. So this is a great interview because it's very impromptu and we're just giving you in real time. This is real time things that have happened. So DJ Genesis, like I said, she's not new to YouTube. She has over 60,000 followers. She's very well planted. She has the music. She's actually a producer. She's a DJ. I mean, she has worked. I know some of the people she's worked with. She has worked with some of the top YouTubers, period. Not just of this sector, but on YouTube. And she's humble. But what she's talking about is she was on a show. She was on DJ Witch Doctor's show, whom I know that she likes and I like. And her first encounter with Auntie, who is obviously a supporter and one of my mods here, and I on his show, didn't go well. But like I told her, and she'll acknowledge this when she comes back, she's learning the space.
So at some point, I was being oversharing, and then Auntie, I think I was talking about my military career, and then they were like, "You wasn't in the military," whatever the hell they were saying. You didn't do that. Couldn't be true. And then Auntie got up there and was on some like, well, whatever. And I was like, and I had a moment where I like kind of got choked up a little bit. You know how you be on the verge of crying, but you don't really cry. You just like just get a little choked up. And he was like, what you about to cry? You fixing to cry? And I was like, God damn, bro. You trying to weaponize your tears? You weaponizing your tears. I said, oh my God. And so that's what she's talking about. And then it kind of got into it from there about me weaponizing my tears. And I'm like, bro, everything is not a weapon. Sometimes people are really choked up, feeling the emotion of whatever it is, and it does not always need to be attacked. But that became a back and forth. But sometimes these spaces, I think that everybody has gotten so used to like using these devices, they're not used to seeing raw emotion. So when a person kind of emotes, it's like, what is that? What is this liquid coming out your eyes? Why are you behaving this way? They can't handle it. But sometimes you just might tear up a little bit because you think about what happened to you, and you just might have a moment of like, man, I went through some stuff, but it don't mean that I want you to like be like, come here. I know you're crying. Well, you'll make me cry. You're crying over here. You'll make me cry now. You're gonna make me cry. Like I didn't want that. I just had a little quick emotion, and then it was over with. I was in the military. I know how to like fucking shove that shit. Okay, I know how to shove that shit down and probably get heart disease later on. I know how to do that shit. Let's go.
She is learning the space. She doesn't know people's personality. She comes from a completely different sector, y'all, that is so different from our sector. Our sector, as we know, is very highly male dominated. And some of the men, and this is what we discussed, that you have to separate the content creator from the people on the panel. And I know what you say, DJ Genesis, you think he doesn't like you. No, he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't like you. He was trying to protect you. Remember, I told you that he was trying to protect you from some of those dudes on the panel. See, Mahoghany Roots, honey. Mahoghany Roots been around here a long time, and I know dust, honey. I know dust when it comes upon me, honey, because I get the itching and having a reaction and shit. So I knew what was about to happen. And what I'm talking about is I'm not talking about, the interaction she had with Nightish or Auntie or anything like that. I'm talking about just the conversations. It's hard. Let me just say this. It's hard for Black men to understand. As a Black woman, it's hard to listen to some of these conversations. But when you're new and you're coming into these conversations, it can be a little unnerving and unraveling. And then, like she was talking about, some of the women in the space cannot be the most welcoming. I mean, our personalities are so different and we don't know each other. I'm going to let you talk in 1 second, DJ. I'm trying to clear some things up, but our personalities are different. We don't know each other. Like I told you, I find Auntie to be personally one of the, in my opinion, he's one of the nice.
My fat arm. Y'all see my big
no,
arm.
calling you fat, but one of the nicest ones here, and more down the middle than a lot of them in here. He's very down the middle. He supports a lot of content creators, and I think you guys just kind of just that one live. Do you know I came in, Auntie, the first time I met him? I came in almost every man. The first time I met them, I almost every man in the space I came at. Uncle Rick, I think I came at him. I didn't mean it, and so we just have to remember and give each other time to know each other. As far as the lady, what's her name? The lady that called you fat. What's her name again? PH Diva. So I told you, Sharon is Sharon's platform, but PH Diva is, I guess, like a co-host, and I guess Bomb Cherry is like a co-host. I don't know for fact, but they're up there a lot, and they've been with his channel since the beginning. So I'm not sure if there was maybe she felt threatened that you were over there. I don't know. I'm not making, but she is not a size 2, and she has no business calling you fat. I'm just going to say that off the rip. Now, they can talk about this tomorrow all they want. I don't care. But I know what she looked like. She has been doxxed. It was, not.
Can I just say this? Why do people think I don't know I'm fat? Why do people think I don't know? They have to like fucking newsflash. You know you're fat, right? Like, why do you think that you need to tell me that, bro? I live in my body every single day. You see me reach my damn arm. You see I actually lost some weight. That's why that skin's dangling down. That's a loss of weight, right? So I'm just going to say this. People need to mind their own fucking business, bro. Nobody asked them about what they think about my body. Listen, any man that's with me ain't got no. They ain't never had no issue about my being fat. Trust me.
Dogs, but she had a camera slip, honey. That camera slip is undefeated, and she is not a size 2. And if I need to come up here and prove it, honey, I actually.
Why does it matter to her anyway? I'm not trying to fuck her. The men that like me being like what it is what it is, bro. It be the whoever who cares about what you think. You listen, if you ain't trying to get it in with me, why are you worried about what I'm? You know, the men that like me for who I am. And I'm not over here suffering at any point for validation about my weight. I know that I'm overweight. Like, why do you think you need to point that out to me? I live in my body. I mean, actually, I'm a living person. I know how much I weigh. I don't need you to point it out.
Push the button right now and prove it. But I'm not. That's not what this is about. But no,
well, it is kind of about that because everybody, even including Jaguar Wright, wants to talk about my weight. I've never. Hey, listen, I just showed my bingo wing just now, just trying to fix the camera. I have a whole bingo wings. If anybody want to take a picture of that and zoom in and make a song about it, here we go. Bingo wing, bingo wings. So what?
So, no, but yeah, just don't listen.
Bingo wing. I'm trying to still fix the camera.
You good, DJ. But yeah, like I told you, I want DJ Genesis has agreed to come back
double chin. I can't win.
This is what I told her, y'all. This is what I told her. I said, DJ Genesis, come back to the space. Give it a chance.
Zoomed in on the bingo wing, the double chin, honey. Y'all have all this ammunition.
So this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna come to the spaces that she feel comfortable, and when she's ready, she's gonna come back. But we're not gonna run her away. We're not running DJ Genesis away. No, we need her. We need her happiness, her perkiness, and her information that she can give to us, that she could share. This woman is. You guys, she has done the channels of very large YouTubers.
Listen, Nico Ralph, stop being freaky. That's you trying to be freaky, trying to get a 360 and all this other stuff. Negro Ralph trying to be freaky with it.
Very, very large YouTubers. I don't want to say all their names. So she's an asset to us. So that's all.
I know you're being freaky. Look at Negro Ralph in the comment. Don't do a 360. Negro Ralph is being freaky. Stop it in the chat. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. Did y'all drop DJ Genesis link for me? Let me read some of the comments. Mahoghany had that smoke for me, but
look at Negro Ralph. Come on now.
Oh,
hey, listen, I do have a mix on SoundCloud. I do have a mix. And it actually is an older mix from back in the day and it's a live mix at a club. And I actually had made a actual let me try to see if I can share it with you guys. Let's see.
Okay. And so we kind of got off a little bit, but it was fun. And this is real stuff that we're talking about. You know, we are real people and we have reactions to things. But no, that shouldn't have happened. Nobody should have been calling you fat. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about why do you think women shame other women?
Hold on.
What is going on? Why? And you guys can chime in. Why?
Oh shit! I done mentioned Negro Ralph.
What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Negro Ralph? How you doing?
How you doing, man? I'm just still being a supporter, still showing my love for the channel.
Thank you.
You know, I don't know why you let some of these weirdos come up here and say, dominate your show, take over, crack their little jokes. We know what you look like. We know what you're hitting on. You got great personality, great content. You bring on some interesting people, from judges to entertainment. 607 Unk, the mayor of Detroit. All kind of things. You bring in a lot of personal things that people should know about community awareness. And I think you're doing a great job, more than other content creators that came from the conscious community or whatever. Y'all got excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. I wasn't being freaky when I said give a 360. I just didn't never know your size, but I don't think nothing wrong with plus size women. Unless you're Asian. Yeah, unless you're Asian. I don't like fat Asian women.
You don't like fat. What's wrong with fat Asian women though?
It's just not me, yo. It's not the lineup I come from.
Right. Okay. So, all right. But I'm just saying, like, but listen, when this whole thing get done, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Because they was getting in on me about my little weight. Okay.
Oh,
They got crazy. And you
excuse me.
see how these men was really encouraging two women to argue with each other. It was really, really disrespectful. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm a little, I don't catch every episode, but I do watch a great amount. Who's going in on you like that? Like, who was starting this confusion?
Somebody named PhD Diva, some other woman that she said she was a size 2, but then come to find out she's not. You
Well,
know,
I'm sorry. I come on here sometimes and I sound like I be bashing women because I say crazy things that relates to reality. But I do got love for women. I do appreciate women. I'm not a woman hater. I'm not a black woman hater. But you can't get up here and start believing black women, yo. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
you can't be
You got
believing.
you can't be believing people,
You
but you
say,
can't. Yeah.
yeah, he got all the mama features, big ass tata. So what is that about? So is that like a
Well,
mama?
that was first after you said it 360. Them bitches huge. Excuse me. I'm motherfuckers huge.
I was not trying to I was trying to just fix my camera a bit, but my bingo wing. I said, okay, I just have to just go ahead and fix it. I was
Well,
trying to.
my wife looked at the camera when you did that. I like it was hanging down. You seen that big V in the front, and I was like, God damn, they huge.
What's your wife say? Is your wife there? Was she like, what the hell are you
She
looking at?
went. She went in the house to go cook tacos. We were doing. I do my little side hustles on the side, get my money while I'm out with my family or whatever.
Out to your wife for not being like, what the hell?
Nah. I don't. See, I don't have those issues because I don't date straight women. All my women are bi. I got rid of all those problems.
All your women like women and stuff.
Yeah, I don't even deal with straight women no more. That's a headache.
Mm. So are you polygamous?
To somewhat. I don't believe in being polygamous unless the spirit aligns. Like I'm not trying to link up with someone who's not looking for the same energy as far as with the Most High. Um, just want to enlighten yourself with things like that. I don't find it interesting to to bond energies with people when I know I gotta detach, and I don't want to detach from someone who doesn't. I don't want to bond with someone who doesn't have the same type of spiritual energy.
You know what? You are the first person that actually spoke that in some real shit. Shouts out to you, Negro Ralph. I mean, I'm gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you. I wish I had a hand clap for that, but because so many guys use that polygamy thing as like a way to be whatever. I'm gonna just do this for you. Right. You should not be just connecting with people just for the, hell of it, just to get your rocks off. There should be some spiritual aspect to the connection. Let me play a little bit more of this because it's gonna get really crazy. So if you want to stay up here, I would love for you to stay up here and give
Right.
your commentary.
One of the nicest ones here and more down the middle than a lot of the men here. He's very down the middle. He supports a lot of content creators. And I think you guys just kind of just that one live. Do you know I came in Angie the first time I met him? I came in almost every man. The first time
I can't wait.
this is what I told her, y'all. This is what I told her. I said,
my mind, I have almost like a gesture, like when people are talking, my mind be like coming up with all kind of wild, funny ass shit. So I be like, so what about this? And then people be like, oh, come on, Genesis. But it's like that's my mind. My mind be like, well, what about the and I'll say something. They be like, what? But that's how my mind works. It don't work normal like everybody else to say the most basic thing of the conversation. It's gonna be some weird shit. I'm gonna say something crazy. I know I'm gonna say something crazy. If you are around me long enough, you will appreciate the craziness that I say. You know what I'm saying?
I've talked to you long enough to appreciate, and I'm quirky like that too. I say a lot of things, but I'm honestly soft like marshmallows. And so, yeah. girl. So
I'm not trying to fight nobody, but I will at the
I
same
knew
time.
you was trying to fight.
I know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to fight nobody, but
I know, girl. I know.
at the same time.
Let me say this too. Y'all, somebody please drop her link. I don't want to, I mean,
I try to drop it. It blocked me from dropping it. But that's my SoundCloud. Anyone want to hear my
no,
mix?
type this what I'll do because you're so over here, content creators get
I know private chat.
No, type and then I'll give you a wrench and then you can drop it. Yo, come on, y'all. One of y'all can drop her link for me. They probably don't know the channel. It's DJ Genesis Detroit. Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up for you. So while I'm looking for her channel, y'all, so we talked about how she's been treated here, but she's strong.
This woman always derails the conversation. But I'm here for MJ.
Well, you coming back to us, right?
Okay. But listen, you have to that's my personality. Everybody got a different personality. Like everybody is not like maybe I'm ADHD. You never know what my issue, why I'm being the way I'm being. So what? So what? So if you have a whole classroom full of students and then you be asking a question about, well, what's 1 + 1 = 2? And somebody be like, put their hand up like, I got a turtle. That's me.
She is silly, but I'm silly too. And we're both Geminis. That's why I think we clicked so well. Like I saw her, I told her our souls touched. And I know that sounds weird, but that's what
you about to say, Negro Round?
It's always you goddamn Geminis. But I understand. I'm the same way.
Everybody be talking about one subject, and I'm thinking like, well, what about my turtle? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Like it's a famous battle rapper. His name was Goods. And one of my favorite quotables for him is why other people are rapping. He'll sit around and say things like, I should get my car washed today, buy a new diamond necklace. These are the things I think about when you niggas rap. And that's the same thing I used to do in school. Teacher asks me questions and I'll be thinking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And I'll give an answer. So it's just the random things that we do as humans. And it's the goofy things about us that makes us entertaining as well.
People gotta relax, bro. They gotta relax, bro. It can't be everybody did not grow up in public school and was just 100% just sitting forward crisscross applesauce.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. You ask me what's 1 + 1. I'm gonna tell you I don't know. I'm dead, and I'm serious. You might laugh. I'm serious. I don't know 1 + 1. I know. What did you say? Indoctrinated is 2. Universal, it can be anything.
Hell, you know what I'm saying? And I got a turtle. God damn it. I don't even know who gives a fuck about 1 + 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
That's the thing. See, that's what I meant to say. But I got a turtle. It's like I don't give a fuck about what 1 + 1 = because I got a turtle yesterday.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this. You get one lesbian and another lesbian. You got one lesbian plus one lesbian plus another lesbian, make 2 lesbian, but you give them 80 years, it won't be no lesbian.
Pretty much, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because they're not procreating. So, or you got a turtle and you don't even care about the lesbians because you got a turtle.
I meant we have so much in common. But yeah, she's DJ Genesis. So you are going to give the space a chance. You're going to come back and visit DJ Witch Doctor. You're going to come back and visit Sharon. Maybe when you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Witch Doctor again. I don't know about Sharon because as long as he got that person over there, I was like, as long as he got that bitch over there, honey, I was fixing to say.
Yeah, I see.
With how the female, and if I'm over talking, somebody says you always talking over people. It's because I got like little ADHD, and I feel like I'm about to lose a thought, and I gotta just blurt it out. It's some kind of weird ass. Some people they can't hold the thought, and they're like, oh shit, I'm about to lose it. Blurt it out.
Yeah, you gotta get pen and paper. You gotta get pen and paper for that because you do that. But one thing about you do it in the most respectable way. Like you're not just interrupting with anger You're not throwing shots. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're really just trying to get in immediately to get a better understanding.
Right, because if I don't, I'll forget what the fuck I was talking about, and I'm about to break down why I do that, and it might be a attention deficit thing. I think that's probably what it is.
I think it's a Gemini thing. I think it's a Gemini thing because me as a Sagittarius, my first baby mom is a Gemini. I mean, well, my wife is Gemini. My first one is a Cancer, but a lot of girls I date be Geminis and Cancers for some reason, or Sagittarius, right? But they always have to get that point across there because they will forget it. I guess it's so much running through their emotions, their head get clogged about what they're going to say.
You know what? That's exactly what's happening.
That's
That's what it is. It be talking, and my head be filled with shit like what the stupid blur. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say what I'm saying. I gotta get it out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot what I'm blurred. Blurt it out. It's like Tourette's. It's like fucking Tourette's, bro. And now see you understand. Sagittarius understand Gemini. Let's go. So what? So what? You know, if you have a whole classroom full of students, and then you be asking a question about, well, what's 1 + 1 = 2, and somebody be like, put their hand up like, I got a turtle. That's me.
She is silly, but I'm silly too. And we're both Geminis. That's what I think we click so well. Like I saw her, I told her our souls touch. And I know that sounds weird, but that's what I meant. We have so much in common. But yeah, she's DJ Genesis. So you are going to give the space a chance. You're going to come back and visit DJ Witch Doctor. You're going to come back and visit Sharon. Maybe when you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Witch Doctor again. I don't know about Sharon because long as he got that person over there, I don't know if I can do it with how the female. And if I'm over talking, somebody says you always talking over people. It's because I got like little ADHD, and I feel like I'm about to lose a thought, and I gotta just blurt it out. It's some kind of weird ass. You know, some people they can't hold the thought, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'm about to lose it." Blurt it out.
No, I understand. I do that.
There's too many people talking. I'm gonna lose it. Blah.
I understand. I do the same thing. No, I got you. So yes, but welcome to the space officially by me.
On a panel, and then everybody talking, and you got something that come into your mind, and you gotta wait. And it's like 15 people trying to talk, and you try to get like, oh shit, I just thought blurt. I had to say that. Right?
Oh gosh. Okay, so
but maybe they should encourage everybody to have notebooks so they can write down their thoughts. And then, I don't know, maybe I should just write it down, but it's still. But by the time I say it, everybody's on a whole nother subject. People forget. The panel will be like, man, rainbows, alligators, and you be like, man, fucking rain. But what about rainbows? They be like, alligators, rainbows, alligators, tornadoes. If you don't say shit, they'll be on tornadoes and you still on rainbows. And then now, like, whatever you're saying makes no fucking sense in the conversation. So sometimes when they're talking about rainbows, you gotta hurry up and blurt your rainbow thing out before they go to alligators and tornadoes.
Well, also too, DJ, and it's hard because I've done a lot of interviews with a lot.
Did you understand my logic there? Did you understand?
Yes, I totally understand. It's a what do you call it? Like an impactful thing, like impulsive. It gotta be said.
Yeah, because by the time if you wait for your turn and shit, then you talk about something they done went 20 minutes into like fucking alligators, tornadoes, and rainbows. Then they think, okay, there you go. Now it's your turn, Genesis.
Right, and then look, the subject might be dry. Now they might have let the wrong dry motherfucker up there, and then it might have slightly shift. Or you got that one person who can't stay on topic, who wants to make it about them and their feelings, and when they get right back to you, the one who wants to stay on topic can't even drop their knowledge.
Right, and now what you're saying does not make as much sense because they're not even talking about the same subject no more. So you have to blurt it out. I'm sorry, right now, boom. That's when I want to say it. I'm sorry.
and you gotta call that person out. Like the person who said that shit, you gotta be like, "Whoa, that person said that," so I'm relating to that topic that they said, so you can bounce them back.
Yeah,
Excuse
you understand what I'm saying? So just so anybody just misunderstands me about how I think, this is how I think. This is why I interrupt.
She is silly, but I'm silly too. And we're both Geminis. That's what I think we clicked so well. Like I saw her,
I
I
want you
told
to
her our
really think
souls
about
touch.
this, right?
And I know that sounds weird, but that's what I meant. We have so much in common. But yeah, she's DJ Genesis. So you are going to give the space a chance. You're going to come back and visit DJ Witch Doctor. You're going to come back and visit Sharon. Maybe when you feel.
If anybody gets irritated by me, I think I explained it 100% with this sentence. And I think I'm going to make this into a short.
More comfortable.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Witch Doctor again. I don't know about Sharon because long as he got that person over there, I don't know if I could do it with how the female. And if I'm over talking, somebody says you always talking over people. It's because I got like little ADHD, and I feel like I'm about to lose a thought, and I gotta just blurt it out. It's some kind of weird ass. Some people they can't hold the thought, and they're like, oh shit, I'm about to lose it. Blurt it out.
No, I understand. I do that.
There's too many people talking. I'm gonna lose it. Blah.
I understand. I do the same thing. No, I got you. So yes, but welcome to the space officially by me.
On a panel and then everybody talking, and you got something that come into your mind, and you gotta wait. And it's like 15 people trying to talk, and you try to get like, oh shit, I just thought, blurt. I just had to say that. Right?
Oh gosh. Okay, so
but maybe they should encourage everybody to have notebooks so they can write down their thoughts. And then, I don't know. Maybe I should just write it down, but it's still. But by the time I say it, everybody's on a whole nother subject. People forget. The panel will be like, man, rainbows, alligators, and you be like, man, fucking rain. But what about rainbows? They be like, alligators, rainbows, alligators, tornadoes. If you don't say shit, they'll be on tornadoes and you still on rainbows. And then now, like, whatever you're saying makes no fucking sense in the conversation. So sometimes when they're talking about rainbows, you gotta hurry up and blurt your rainbow thing out before they go into alligators and tornadoes.
Well, also too, DJ, and it's hard because I've done a lot of interviews with a lot of different people. Sometimes, and my sister taught me this. She said, you know what? Sometimes you have to, if you're the interviewer, you have to direct kind of what the conversation is going. So that's, as the content creator or the host of the show, we have to do that too. I'm not always the best at that, but that's something that's where practice and stuff. Because I usually do my shows on my own, DJ. So I'm not really used. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody knows I don't really host panels very much because I get a little flustered myself. So I understand it now. And Juju also is one of the young women. So we have lots of young women here that aren't as. A lot of us older women, we have beef in history, and so these younger women, they don't have none of that. Thank God. I want to ask you a few more questions, DJ, before we get up out of here, and maybe possibly you could talk to some of the people if you want to. Yeah. So one of my questions is, sweetheart, we've talked about Jaguar, we've talked about Nature Boy, we talked about your music history in the industry. You're actually in the industry. Your husband, your kid's father was in the industry.
My baby dad. That's just my baby daddy.
Slum Village, honey. Anybody hip hop heads from the 90s, Slum Village. Yes, honey. So I was very impressed with your record. So
man, I'm crazy as hell. Did you hear what I just said? That's just my baby dad.
Yeah, you sound like you must have had some good mushrooms and weed back in your day.
I did, bro, but not
I can
mushrooms,
tell.
acid and fucking LSD and
Oh, you went to the acid. Oh yeah, you used to have a good time there.
ayahuasca, ecstasy, all that shit. Yeah, you can tell I'm crazy, right?
Yeah, I can tell like you're just a normal, cool black girl from the hood that got a little, that learned some shit. You feel me? Went through some shit, and you're entertaining. What I did know that you had a husband that was an entertainer. I didn't know that you was entertainment. I knew that you DJ'd. Didn't know that you did that. Most of I knew about you was from Sarnetta and your own channel, personally hosting your own channel, and which you do a wonderful job of hosting your own channel. It's just when you are hosting your own channel, I think that you're too polite. Like you have, it's certain people who come up there and straight just bogart just show and disrespect it, and sometimes it tunes the listener away because we don't want to see you get done a certain type of way, treated a certain type of way.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of people who do content don't know that. Like, I'm gonna say it anyway. Like my boy Judah Naz, and his friend, yeah, he going through it with it. Rob Rax. Like I haven't really been paying attention to that channel because of the ignorance that they were bringing amongst each other. Now, if one's supposed to be a priest, one's supposed to be a friend, and then you putting it on for the world to see. I don't care if it's content or not. It doesn't look good on what you representing far as in the conscious community. So I won't watch someone's show who's getting belittled unless I don't care for them. You see what I'm saying? If I respect your content, I'm not gonna watch someone belittle you, and I'm not gonna be up there. I'm pretty sure I came on your show and I spoke, a certain type of way to a certain person. So I don't respect how they treat you on your show.
Yeah, that happened with I'm not gonna say their name, especially with Baba Yashabaya, that was got very disrespectful, and with other
Hmm.
and how that was treated. And I totally get it, but I guess my thing, a certain aspect of me when it comes to men has a certain acquiescence to men. I have to like learn how to still be firm about that because when it comes to guys, I can be kind of more, more like lax
You're
on.
feminine. You're feminine. You're not gonna go into that. I'm gonna argue with you type shit. You can have it. I'm not gonna fight you type. You go into that type mode. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Because I have gotten my head busted a few times, so I had to like kind of like come out of that mind frame of like hit getting hit. But so I like
Hey,
sometimes when a guy like kind of like gets too bassy with it, then it triggers me, and I'm like,
hey, I'm sorry to say this and don't take it disrespectful. Shout out to them head busters. Cause that'll really teach a motherfucker how to learn how to talk to you. I'm talking about men and women. You start hitting the nigga across the head a certain amount of times. You start thinking, maybe I shouldn't talk this way.
well,
Just like I
so
did.
I have experience getting my head bust, but not because I was talking whatever. It's just that the
Yeah,
person was like a lunatic. So
yeah.
when
Sorry to hear that, but I don't know your situation. But I'm saying I'm sorry to hear that.
we got kind of like get triggered and I kind of get quiet, like, whoa, So I have to learn how to like still be like able to like control things and still run my show when I get triggered. So that's pretty much what it is. It's like I don't even know what to do when that happens. Like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Because it'll be
motherfucker, old boy
like,
saying your first name and all of that.
yeah, like be quiet, like, and then you'll notice my voice will get really soft, like, guys, be quiet. It turns into a like, guys, be quiet,
Nah,
guys.
you sound like you scared. It almost sound like you scared now a little bit, or like like deep in the thought, like where you can't really get your words can't come out.
Yeah, so that's probably it's a trigger. That's all it is. It's a trigger. I got to work
Hey,
on that.
and this I didn't catch the full thing. Like I said, I was with my family, whatever. My wife and everything. She's here with me right now as I'm talking to you. But
Hey, what's up? Yeah, so yeah, hey, what's up? I know you saw my boobs. I was not trying to seduce your husband.
oh, she never mind. She's sitting beside me, but she got her earplugs in. So,
I was being silly though. Being silly.
no, I mean, do it again. I didn't see good. It wasn't a good looking blurred, but for it did it blurred when it happened anyway. So don't worry. They only gonna get a itty bitty glimpse like I did.
Okay, good. It wasn't like too long. And okay, so listen. So it gets worse. We're gonna
You
get
know,
into.
this is the internet. These people will put
They
it
go.
on the point five speed.
I already know they're gonna pause my bingo wing, my boobs, everything. It's okay. I don't care. I am who I am. I'm me.
Yo, but that's the best. I think you should advertise that more. That's the thing about you. Like you have the personality, you have the charisma, you have the face. You're funny, you're polite, and if one thing you can attract with the male audience is that. So I'm telling you, it's a go for. Don't even let them people do it. Cause like this is the internet. People say all kind of shit on the internet, but in real life, niggas be hitting anything. You know what I'm saying? And we like traits of women more than the whole attribute,
Fast
the
forward.
body of women.
No,
So
go
that
ahead.
means more. That means more. Like, you know, I didn't just pick my woman for her body. I picked my woman for her mind. But my woman has body parts and things like that I adore. And I think are the best. So I'm saying, if you keep your audience, the male audience is going to definitely be looking to see you. Say if you got a nice outfit on or something like that, they're gonna want to see more of you. They ain't doing nothing but on YouTube every day anyway.
And let me tell y'all something. Listen, I'm not just
He said
anything.
hi, baby.
I'm not just anything.
He's
I'm
like,
everything. Listen, I'm not like no I might be a bigger woman. I'm not just anything. I'm everything. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? I'm everything. I'm not just anything. People will hit anything, but I'm not just anything. So
yeah, and I'm not saying that about you like you anything. I'm saying like these
I'm
dudes.
saying, when you hit this over here, let me be
I
quiet.
mean, get back in the camera one more time, DJ.
I'm not getting on the camera. What are you saying?
Cause I'm one of those guys who was curious about what you look like anyway. Like, I see your face and shit, but I don't think that you got the bad body shape. I think you got that mama shape that niggas be looking at like they like to cuddle with. You got that cuddle body.
I got the cuddle body. Yes,
Yeah,
I got the snuggly wuggly.
the snuggly wuggly. No, I'm over here trying to smoke this weed. I'm a little sick. This weed got me over here coughing up my lungs and everything. I got that COVID 25 variant 26.
Yeah, you gotta get like that. You gotta get that that peppermint oil and rub it on your chest. That's all you gotta do. Drink some Maline, Mullein. Maline
Yeah, I got
help you with
okay.
this, and then also oregano oil. Also, what people need to also start to get to taking is nicotinamide. Nicotinamide is also a very good thing to like active, but a lot of people are like lacking in vitamin B. I done got into priest mode real quick. Let me just chill. Let me stop. I'm about
Mm.
to start running down all the herbs and stuff. But yeah, you gotta
Yo,
like
I be needing that because I'm like that too. I'm holistic as well. But
yeah, like the nicotinamide. You gotta get the black seed oil, castor oil. Put the castor oil in your belly button. That will help you poop out. If you ever get sick, another thing is that if you take what are they called? Shit, God dang it. It just lost my mind. But they're in. If you take yogurt, eat a lot of yogurt. It has them in it. What is this shit called?
probiotics.
Probiotics. Yes. If you ever get really sick, take probiotics, and then that
So
it'll.
that's what I'm drinking now. I'm drinking a probiotic now. So
Yeah,
I like I
yes.
might do a kombucha every now and then, or what I'm saying. I'm drinking this pineapple turmeric probiotic.
Yes.
So
Pineapple is really good. It has that bromelain.
and I'm eating some blueberries right now for like inflammation or whatever. So
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and also get a vibration plate because trust me, I was having like this inflammation going on to where my back was hurting really bad, and I sat on that vibration plate, and it actually vibrated my whole body, and you can feel the lymphatic drainage going on. At first, it'll make your skin itch and everything because it'll like create a histamine response, but when you keep doing it, it'll eventually like it'll stop.
let the mucus and stuff go. Like, so that just happened to me today. Funny you said that. I was in BJ's and I sat down. Well, earlier today I was using my massager, and I was using a massager on like under my rib or whatever, and like the phlegm started coming up and breaking up, and
Did you
then because
like
I was really feeling bad.
little bumps? Have you ever like been doing a massager and like get little bumps on your skin where you see like little like water pockets of like they feel like bumps, but they're like water pockets.
Uh.
Oh, okay. It's like little bitty bumps, but like look like little blisters. But what it is like it's a histamine response because sometimes your body is so filled with like toxins that even me, like what happened is I got on this vibration plate one day, like a long time ago when I first got it, and I got on it and it was vibrating, and I was itching. I started scratching, And then, like about an hour later, I looked down and I had like all these little bumps where I scratched at, and there was little like little white bumps, but it was all they were all filled with like little like white little liquid. But it's the histamine releasing from your body. It's a histamine response. But I don't get that now because I just do it. I do it on a regular basis. But yeah, yeah, we need to like get into like the vibration plates, uh,
Mhm. Yeah,
sound.
like, or like you could get that like even vibrating yourself, like just by humming things like that. So say like if I got like a severe sore throat, I try my best to eat like a peppermint, some cinnamon, and I'll just hum. I just go use my teeth to cause more vibration.
There was a guy that was in my neighborhood during COVID when everybody was under the quarantine. And do you know that he was dying of COVID? He said he just kept singing, and the singing brought up the mucus from his lungs, and it
Hmm.
helped him stay alive just by continuously singing and singing and singing really loud. Because
Hmm.
sometimes with if you just cough, it's like a it's if you actually sing, you'll notice if you sing really loud, it's a very gentle way of vibrating your lungs and your whole chest area, and it brings up the mucus. So that's another thing. So yeah, we done
or,
got into.
or or laughing. Laughing does that too. Like you put on something good and funny, you get to start laughing, your eyes out, your tears will start kicking out mucus. You start to have to blow your nose. You get to laughing, coughing, choking up. You laughing so hard that phlegm and inflammation will start to burn, but it'll kick right on out.
Yeah, so yeah, the singing, laughing, all those things is vibration. Vibration, positive vibe. There is negative vibration. There's also positive vibration that also forces things out of your body. So when you're in a positive state, it forces like toxins out of your body. So yes, definitely. We didn't got into a whole nother conversation. We're about to be okay. So let's go into let's finish this video up. We didn't got into a whole holistic conversation. Let's go.
We talked about Dr. Umar. She actually did an interview, you guys, with Dr. Umar's daughter a couple months ago. So this lady is well established. We're talking about women and their pettiness. My last question, then, if it's okay with you, Genesis, I'm gonna drop the link and maybe let you talk to a couple people. Let's talk about you and let me think. I want to. What do you think that women can? How do you think women's? How do you think women can help in this space, even though it's not? What role can we play? Do we play a role here in the almost male-dominated space? Do we have a role here? What do you think? Is that a good question?
Which male dominated space? The red pill space?
I feel like this is a very manosphere-ish area, and Anton Daniels type of. Do you? I believe we're important. I believe our voice is important. I believe it's important for us to give the other perspective. What would you say about that?
You know what? Real people are not in either one. They're not in the manosphere. Real people like living real life. Because I live real life too. I talk to real men. I actually date real men, and half of these men is not listening and watching. Real men are not watching the
Online.
manosphere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not really online.
I think they're like living their life and going to work. It's only a certain group. This is like I think that we think that we're in this thing and we think it means everybody thinks this way. Everybody is not watching this stuff and regurgitating and thinking this way. Most of the men I know don't think this way about women. So I have a different understanding. Even the women that I've actually really talked to in real life, they don't think the way that the women think. Most of my girlfriends that I know in real life support me, honey. When that girl got on there and fat shamed me, my friend Sabrina said, "Listen, girl, I just need." She said, "Listen, I don't like the fact that I didn't like that. Hey, let's work on ourselves. Let's go to the gym. Let's do this, whatever. And I don't want no one to ever talk to you like that."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was more important to me than what anybody online can say because she listens, she knows me, she knows my children, she knows me as a mother, she's been around me. I don't really hold a lot of what these people online have to say because you don't really know me.
Right.
If you really knew me, you wouldn't say the stuff that you say about me because you'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would someone say that about you? You would get mad. Most people I know, if they heard the stuff that people said online, they would be mad about that because I am the type of friend that helps all of my friends. I'm the helper friend. I'm the one that when you are in a car accident, whatever, I'm the one that shows up there. When you need something, I'm the one you call. So when people hear people talk about me like this, it don't matter my weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares if I'm fat? Bro, I'm a good person. I'm a good friend. I'm a good individual. I'm a person that contributes to society. So people that really know me didn't give a fuck about my weight. Who gives a fuck about that, bro? Even in that conversation where that young lady was talking about my weight, what I was trying to contribute to that conversation was something detrimental that people should know. But I don't know why it just, oh, you're fat. She just couldn't hold it back. She said, work that out. Like, why the fuck was that important? I'm talking about like how we're withdrawing, the hospitals are withdrawing blood from people at an alarming rate. And that you need to be careful because he talked about he was O negative blood. And then Cherry Bomb says, well, you need to like get some of your blood and put it to the side and hold it. And I said, well, hold on. On top of that, you need to also be careful about how much blood they draw. Be very wary when you get sick. You go to the hospital for or whatever that they will overdraw your blood. Somehow it will. I don't. But you're healthy. You're fat.
Okay, so I want to stop you right. I want to DJ. I want to stop you right there. So it's up to you. I keep the receipts, honey. So I already saw the clip. I think you shared it on your own channel, didn't you? I saw the clip. She's talking about something that happened over Sharon Gracie's channel, and between her and PH Diva. I'm cool with everything that you said because that's your experience with it. If you want me to share, because some of these people might not have a clue what you're talking about.
Please share. Because to me, the way that whole thing went down, I'm like, bro, what does that have to do? Like, you just ruined a moment of really that could have been a really good dialogue about a really serious thing, and something like, bro, yeah, we should watch out for that. We need to be careful about that. As a matter of fact, that happened to my so and so. But people were so busy trying to down me, and you don't know what you're talking about. No, that's bullshit. No, they only take one vial. She don't know what she's talking. They wanted to discredit me so much. And I have receipts. I can call someone on the phone right now that will tell you this 81 years old that will tell you that right now, as when he goes to the hospital, he has a heart condition that they draw. So he said that when he went to the hospital, they drew 12 vials of blood. He's 81 years old. Come on now, bro. And all I said was just watch out.
You deserve a bomb for that. That's true.
You're fat and you're unhealthy.
That is 100% true.
Like, oh, at any point, you can get a car accident. What'd you say?
So that's true. So me, when I went to Everest, Community College in Virginia, ended up getting my certifications and everything, EKG, mammogram technician, phlebotomist tech, and I started to work at these facilities. I don't want to name the jobs I had. They got some people on here that'll dox you and things like that. So try to pull up your resumes and things about who ask about you. Mm-hmm. So they do ask us as certified phlebotomists or whatever to draw an abundance. They say get them what you need, but it's always good to get extra. But what they're doing in these hospitals, they are doing extra blood collecting for no reason. They're putting like extra packages.
You know that America is like the biggest provider of blood throughout the world. So
yeah, they're scamming you out of blood.
So it's not so when they can't get it from the plasma clinic from all the crackheads and stuff, they're getting it from the hospital when they draw this fucking blood. Oh, we're doing a test on this. You don't need like this many vials of blood to do a test, bro.
You'll say from the crackheads at the plasma center. But anyway, it'll all be crackheads there. But yeah, I feel you though. I remember one time I was struggling. I had to donate.
Broke ass, people that's broke, whatever, to get the little 200, whatever. But it's like people, that's a big hustle for people that's like broke.
They balling. Nah. Look. My man's he worked. Yeah, I got an older homie, like 56. He goes in and he donates. He gets about 500 a month, and he goes to work. He takes his plasma money, and he trick on it. You know what I'm saying? Or he saves it. And he don't even touch his money to the end of the month. That's basically a free 500 for sitting in a chair. You know, he well situated. He got a wife, but he be tricking though. But it is what it is. But
So
anyway,
wait, they give you 500 for the blood?
so it go by the month. So you get bonus and everything. It depends on which ones you go to, like an octoplasma. So and then it go by your weight and everything. See, you being a plus size woman, you have to donate more, or plus say like so it go by like if you're 120 to 135, 40 pounds, they'll give you like $20 to $35 or something like that. For your plasma. But if you weigh between like 50 and 180, they give you $70, $80. Then you can donate two to three times a week. I think at one point it was 3 times a week. If you do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. But um, let's say if you around about 200 pounds, 260, you leave out of that jump with like 80, almost to $100. You feel me? And you get to go there. Like some people can make up to $1,000 a month. They ain't even going to work no more.
What? Do you know that America is using that and like selling it across the world?
Yeah, I used to do it. That's how I know. And I'm phlebotomist, so like they wanted me to work there because they couldn't stick me because I got excuse me, tiny veins, and I got they're thin veins, but you know what I'm saying, they're not see-through veins either. You know what I'm saying? You got to work to find them. So me having being the flirtatious dude I am, I talked with some of the girls who couldn't do the shit right, and stick myself. Then they finally asked me I want to work there, and I was like, nah.
So you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm right about how they're like taking this
Yeah,
blood. Man,
yeah.
shouts out to somebody up here that can validate what I'm saying, bro. Like,
hmm
shouts out, man. I'm glad, man.
Because
God,
they put it in extra container storage pouches, right? So they'll take blood with your name on it, and they'll take the amount they're supposed to take in the extras. They fill it in a throw-in pouch with AB or A or B, whatever. They just mix all that in those containers.
well, I have O, so I don't know what they're probably a separate container for that. I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's O positive, O negative. All of them got their own separate container. So it's 3 bins for that, 3 bins for the B.
So with the O, is that like more in demand or something like that?
O is always gonna be in demand because it's universal. But then I mean, just because you got old blood, somebody can take that, can handle that old blood as well too. Um, let me see, like, my wife is O, but somebody who's O negative can't take I think an O positive. They gotta find somebody O negative.
Right. So that was this. Okay, let's go. Let me like play the discussion. Let's go. Anything could happen, and this could be a situation that could happen to you. So I think that people need to be careful about that. And I did kind of call her a bitch because I got pissed off because I'm like, what? Like it just, I just got knocked all the way off my square when I'm thinking I'm trying to bring something valuable to a situation, and it just turns into a remedial conversation. I just got off my square and I went to elementary school with her, you know. And I apologize for anyone that saw that because that's not my character. I really don't like to get in the mud with people and get the cussing each other out. I don't like that. I really don't. If anything, I'll be sarcastic or funny about it or try to like make a joke about it.
DJ, I'm trying. I almost got it. Just give me a second. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to listen for the part. I'm trying to find a timestamp so you can keep on talking. Go ahead. So you guys, we're going to share what happened over there. And this is not even being messy. This is just that she was told she was fat and all this and that. And I'm just saying that none of that was necessary. And it was fat shaming. And it's like, the person that did it is not a size 2. I'm sorry, you're not a size 2. And this is, we shouldn't treat people that are new to the space like this. We should not treat them like this. So I didn't like it, but it's also not my fight to fight. But she's, like I said, she's going to continue to go where she wants to go and to enjoy these conversations. She has every right.
I'm gonna deal with you and the people that got some sense. I don't like that. I'm not gonna go somewhere where people will allow. At some point, if he would have just at least said, "Hey, y'all stop it. Come on, cut it out, guys." But the fact that he allowed that to go on for so long, and he's probably like getting, because you can see the numbers. Like it's probably going up the more we argue. So he's just like,
I don't think, I will say this. I don't think at that moment that's what that was, because it did.
No.
DJ Genesis, do me a favor. I want you to mute up for a little while. I want to give them, let's let them have their own opinion. I want us just to listen to it. So I'm gonna share it, okay? So we're gonna mute up and let me find it. Okay, here we go. This is on overt fair use, educational purposes only. We're sharing an altercation, not an altercation, basically an introduction between DJ and PH Diva. And it went straight to the name calling, and you're a fat B, and why, ladies, why does this have to happen? So hold on, let me find it.
And another thing, like sometimes I smoke cigars, so I don't like to do that on camera. So a lot of time I will cam down, because I think so a part of my tradition is that when we're talking, we try to be in the spirit, and part of that spirit is smoking tobacco. So I don't want to be on camera encouraging that. So that's why a lot of time I do cam down. So
okay, I got you, boo. I'm about to share it right now. Let me come back to y'all. Okay, share, y'all. So we're just listening right now, and I'm gonna skip around the video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna play literally just about 60 seconds of it. Here we go. Hold on, I'm gonna find the spot.
Well, you know what? Go back to the beginning when she started it.
You gotta be.
I think it was when Bomb Cherry was talking to him about his blood test. There's a whole study about it.
To everybody, they can give it to old people.
There we go. That's about
a great idea for a nap.
Yeah, hold on. I don't want them to hear the whole thing, because we're about to end this live, and I want people to be.
Just how it started, because
do you know? Because I just want them to hear the part where she just comes out of the blue and calls you fat. That's all I want.
Yeah, that was it. So it starts off with the blood type, and because we were talking about DNA, and then it got into that. So
okay, let me see. Let me find it. Hold on.
I think you're there. I think, and then you have part D Neanderthal.
Chinese people have the highest Neanderthal DNA.
Go a little bit further forward. If you have any, so if you take your 21andMe and go a little further.
So that's why you're so short.
Our blood type also, you have y'all heard that there's certain blood types that survived
but not all the way around.
Test. So y'all need to speak up. If you see them getting 12 vials of blood to test you for anything, y'all need to speak up. Don't just let them keep drawing.
Y'all so scared to start taking DNA, because you better go to them hospitals, because they got a whole bunch of your DNA.
No, I'm trying to tell you is that you go to the hospital, I got a cold, and then they just all right, they got 15 vials of blood. We just gotta keep drawing, and then you be just, you know how many people die from blood? You know how many people actually die from them drawing so much blood? They
don't draw that much blood like that for no cold, unless you
No, I'm not. I'm being sarcastic. I'm just telling you.
I know you are, but
too much blood. Every 5 minutes. You know how many elderly people die from them just keep drawing blood from them?
Nobody dies from them just drawing
there's
blood.
There's a whole study about it.
Okay, and so they say that
I can bring it up. The people die. Hold on, and then listen, make it bigger. Make it bigger so you don't see all that being drawn. They keep drawing blood. Even
girl,
when
y'all know this
here,
you know our blood replaces itself. Girl, what are you talking about?
Listen, if they draw it over, when I was
and it can kill you. But you
don't know everything. You don't know all the answers.
No,
don't worry. It's about to start. It's about to go. Watch. Well, no, I have low iron. No, I have low iron. I gotta take iron supplements, and them drew so much goddamn blood. Y'all stupid. Y'all understand. I don't know why you arguing with me, Bomb Cherry. You can get sick any of these days. Go to one of these hospitals, and they gonna draw all type of blood out your goddamn body. You donating to a goddamn plasma clinic. Too much blood to be drawn for no goddamn. They don't need to draw that much blood to test your blood.
They just took one tube of blood, y'all.
Okay. No, hold on. Everybody delusional.
Oh, I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
what they
say the
took.
number one killer, honestly, is dehydration. Drink your water.
Baby,
It's not restaurant.
that's a fact. Hey,
Okay, look, how stupid is this? The number one killer is dehydration. Drink some water. Like, as if they don't have a saline IV in your other arm while they're drawing the blood. If you don't,
Yeah, right. You ain't get no, you ain't get no insulin. You ain't get no insulin. You get no saline. You get nothing. You're not getting no sugar, no glucose, no water. You just getting drained. That's funny.
the first thing they do is do an IV, and he thought he ate with that. No, just drink your water, guys. Just drink some
Hey,
water.
yo, that was mad funny. That was funny. I ain't gonna stunt. Yo, I had to come up.
Listen, I'm
That hurt my lungs.
sorry. Dude, there's a saline drip the whole time that they're taking the blood. Let's go.
Oh yeah, before look, you had moved on kind of quick. I know you're trying to get through that. I know you're trying to get through that, but you had said something real quick earlier before I forget, and I think I just forgot it. Damn it.
No,
I hate
what was
that.
the blood, and drawing blood, and
No, you had said something about the oh my god, it was something about the panel. Oh my god. Never mind, just go ahead and play the video. It'll come back up.
Okay, all right. I was trying to remind you. Okay, all right.
good night
That
to
was
everybody in the chat ahead of time. I know the signs, baby.
About
I
to be
know
out
the
too.
signs. Good night to every Brownsville can't be bad. Just do your thing, man.
I'm trying to create awareness of you being stupid.
But did you die?
Well, I almost did. I was in ICU.
That's because you got high.
I had to get a blood transfusion because they was drawing so much blood, y'all. I need a blood transfusion.
Man,
Y'all
you
don't even
look
know. Come on
unhealthy.
now. Okay then. All right. I'm trying to create awareness. Whatever. All right. Just let them kill your ass. Fuck it.
Goddamn.
We not unhealthy.
Oh,
Honey, I was having a baby.
You said you got high blood pressure. Baby
No.
or not. Like that's
No.
unhealthy.
You see that, and that triggered the fuck out of me. I said, and then I lost. Let's go. No, I was having. Listen, I'm not trying not to go off. Now, by the way, I lost my baby. By the way, so I was really upset about this.
Yeah, that's high blood pressure.
Okay, so that happens when people have kids sometimes, ma'am.
Yeah, but you're generally just not healthy. That's why it happens.
Okay, well, who gives a bitch? Who knows? I don't even know who you are. You're just a fucking pea on the fucking screen. What the fuck do you look like? You don't know how unhealthy you are, bitch. All I'm saying is, this ain't about what you got to say, man. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help people out.
Guys too, ho.
Okay, well, all right. So you know every goddamn thing. I'm trying to talk about what could happen in the hospital, and your crazy ass want to say something. You ain't saying shit the whole time, and now you want to argue with me. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about what could happen in these hospitals. It happens to the elderly. It happens to black women. It's not about just being unhealthy. You can like in a car accident, end up in the hospital, crazy bitch.
Bitch, you probably was in the
car accident. He could get a fucking blood transfusion.
Were you in a car accident yesterday, bitch? Why the fuck are you still fat?
What the fuck is it gonna do with anything?
Right.
That's not what I'm talking about.
You still fat.
That's all you can do is attack that, trying to give some facts about something and help somebody else. Because you're a ghetto dumb bitch and you're gonna feel like you're a PhD. But now your fat ass picture, bitch. What do you look like, bitch? Are you skinny? Are you thin? Are you 100 pounds, bitch?
Go get your.
How tall are you? How tall are you? Honey, high blood pressure runs in my family. It is hereditary.
And your fat,
shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know what the fuck you're talking
helping.
about.
You being fat ain't helping.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Lose your fat ass some weight. How about that?
Okay, well, how do you look, bitch?
Size 2, ho.
Up.
Size 2, ho.
I don't have no problem.
I look.
Right? That's what you can say. You're a size 2. That's what you can say.
Everybody.
Crazy.
All right. So I wasn't going to do this, but since she wants to say that she's a side 2, I'm going to drop you down because I don't even want you to be in the middle of this messiness. But I'm going to go ahead and drop you down. I'm going to show you that she's not a size 2. I'll let you right back up. And this is why you don't do this. This is why people need to realize, like I said, the internet is undefeated, and that you just don't attack people because you can or because you think you got more, whatever, more pull, more power. This right here, what I'm about to show you, is why you don't do this. Does that look like a size 2 to y'all? Does that look like a size 2 to y'all? And like I said, I don't care. Anybody, they can do whatever they want to do. They could talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to be at work making a bag, honey. But if they want to talk about it tomorrow, they can talk about it tomorrow. And I'll still be over to Sharon when I want to be over to Sharon. And they can talk about me, talk about it tomorrow. But the reason I did that, and I don't have a problem doing it with it, and this is not a doxing, this is the camera slip that happened so everybody can see it. Let me show y'all again. This woman just said that DJ Genesis was fat and she's a size 2. That's why you don't do that. That's why you don't do that. Because somebody, sure enough, knows the truth. And this is not a slight on her as far as her looks, because that's one thing I don't do. I don't talk about women's looks. But why are you gonna, this woman, okay, if she's going off topic, all right, and you know, I get it, you know, it's turned into a little bit of a blood DNA, blah, blah, blah. We all have some, there's times I get passionate about something and I start talking about something. But I'm not going to go straight for you ladies in the chat room's looks. I'm not going to do that. And that's something that some of the women in this space, we do that. We go straight for the other woman's looks, just like these men do. We're not any better. Sometimes we're worse. That's why I have told y'all to stay off the back chats and stuff with a lot of these women. I'm just going to be honest. Keep it professional. Hit each other's panels. But yeah, DJ, I'm gonna let you back up. But no, none of these. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody has any business talking about you and your weight. They don't have no business. And I'm sorry, she's not a size 2, so she shouldn't be doing it. All right, here we go. Oh, let me let you back up, sweet pea, and I'm gonna change that avatar. That aggravates me because it's unnecessary. And it was like she could have said so many different things. Oh, you're unhealthy. Well, you know, first of all, I'm thin. Everybody knows that I'm thin, but I've struggled. There's diabetes in my family. It's hereditary. I'm struggling with some other nervous system issues, right? So you can't just assume because somebody's overweight that they're unhealthy. Your ass might be unhealthy. Like, let's stop the nonsense. I'm gonna let DJ back up, and then I'm gonna let you guys ask her some questions, and we're gonna end the live. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button for your
thoughts. Hey, what's up, Reverend Green? How you doing? Welcome to the panel. How you doing?
Not bad, sweetie. How you doing, DJ
I'm
Genesis, Detroit?
I'm good, sir. Oh, what was your
That's
thoughts?
Yeah, body shaming is a new culture. You know, it's a new culture that's been mainstreamed. I believe before it was more underground. People got away with it, but those people who were picked on about their weight, say for instance, R.I.P. Richard Simmons. Just for the fact of I'm from the 80s, but I do remember this very vibrant queer. I didn't know he was a queer at the time because he didn't market it like that, but he always marketed. He's one of the ones who marketed, hey, I was bullied because I was fat and overweight. I'm one of the kids who grew up with 2-parent household, but before my mom really went full-time work, I was with her in the household watching QVC, Days of Our Lives, all that bullshit. And so I do remember Richard Simmons as well back in the 80s. And, you know, when people were heavy set or bigums or fat, they got picked on, they got beat up, but there was always that ugly duckling turned to a goose, swans type of situation. They built themselves up. They built up their self-esteem. There were none of these social programs like how they are today. but they really leveled up. They trimmed down. Even like the Ricky Lakes at one point, she was very overweight, you know. And then she slimmed down a little bit. Uh, I know the Slim Fast pills were popping back then, but right now it's no excuse. There's a lot of bands. There's like those waistbands. There's a lot of still methods, and also dieting and exercise. I do think people who are fat have a disease, and but fat people today, like say for instance, I'm attracted to women who might be close to 180, depending on their size and their body build. You know, they look appealing and attractive to me. You know, and I remember in an old interview, I think with Jimmy Kimmel, going back like maybe 15 years ago, LL Cool J was on there, and they were asking him like, "What's your specific type of woman?" He's like, is it skinny or is it fat?" And he just said like this, and I always remember saying, "He's like, I'd rather have an overweight woman than someone who's super duper skinny, because someone who's super duper skinny looks like they're about to die." And that is the truth. But today, I think fat people have a arrogance, and they get away with gaslighting and all types of shit. They have bad. A lot of fat people have bad attitudes today. They're not like the fat people from before. The fat people from before, they were funny. They were like, what if it was Earthquake, John Candy? Like you could match. You could get that dude being a fat girl too without a problem. Like if you had charm and good credit, you could be that Heidi Fleiss of the homegirls. You know, people, man, it's different today, man. Fat people today are they weak and they're arrogant. So I do myself a favor in 2025. I'd always promise my household, like my oldest sibling, I would always say to him, I'd say to him like, listen, I'm not lying to fat people no more, and I don't want you to lie to fat people no more. Fat people have always had this thing where they gaslight you and say, does this make me look fat? In 2025, we telling the fucking truth. Yeah, let's go jog, let's go exercise, let's go climb up these staircases. I love you.
You mind if I get in for a quick second? I kind of remember what I was at.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you had mentioned something about being in the real world when you're in a relationship. Like I'm married, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of circumstances they put on YouTube and these media social sites so where they got like women are this, men is that, red pill this, blue pill that. Sometimes it has some validity to it, and then sometimes it doesn't. But it doesn't affect real calm and lively like life. You know what I'm saying? If you go to work and you know what I mean you know you're not into it, but you're into it, it has some effect on you, but it doesn't play that much of a role in your life. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a person who's been doing this before this type of content has came in. So if you've been that dude who always got what he wanted and you've been doing this stuff like you know, girls been taking you out on dates before this and now these dudes is finally begging for it, it sounds like kind of wimpyish. So you know what I mean? And to the other guy, um body shaming has always been a part of life because we all have different expectations of what we think is beautiful. So shaming someone has always been a way of trying to praise yourself. And in a way, all sizes are winning. All out of shape, no shape. They all winning, men and women, because the world is so sensitive, sex horny, you know, so low vibrant. Anybody can get away with anything for shallow reasons. I'm good.
Yeah.
I would agree, Mr. Negro Ralph. Yeah, I would agree with you, sir.
Mm.
That it seems like fat people or fat shaming has always been a thing. However, everybody's winning with being degenerate, no matter what size, shape, or shade of pigmentation to that.
Yeah, I agree.
And there
I
are
agree with that.
and there are a lot of fat bigums who have nasty attitudes and are incompetent. DJ Genesis does not appear to be one of them. Um, However, I can't speak for the rest of the Bigum coalition.
All right, let me stop you right there. Right, so I don't know her on off this line. I'm pretty sure she could have a mean and nasty side to her as well as a positive and sweet side to her, like any person human can. Right. Um, but you gotta start thinking about this, yo. Us as men is really making this worse because the women are taking it overboard, but us as men is making it worse. It's because y'all try so hard for that pussy. Y'all want that pussy so bad.
Mm,
That's the
yeah,
only
I
reason why
look.
they got that leverage. That's the
I would.
only reason
I
why they
would.
got that leverage. That's
Mhm.
the only way in life. That's the only thing a woman can have leverage over you on your family and that pussy. And other than that, go get some new one.
I would agree with some of that sentiment. Myself personally, I can't speak for all men who are like myself and love clean, wet, sweet black pussy. Um, it is like a vitamin. However, I do think that, yeah, there are a lot of hound dogs out there, and it's not that they're doing a 5 year bid and the first thing that they're doing is getting a fade and a haircut and they going out to hook up with a fat girl. No, I think that today that, yeah, these dudes are hound dogs and they
No.
do elevate
I'm
fat girls.
I'm saying the dudes they're hound dogs, but they're only doing what the woman allowed, right? So
Right.
if this woman's fat with a nasty attitude and you so gonna look past her attitude and her spirituality and you smash this junk, you taking on all that demon stress of smashing it. It
Yes.
might feel good, but then eventually what happens when now you gotta really sit back and talk to this person. Now you got her evil energy on you all day long. Or now,
I agree.
some guys just gotta be yes men to it because they choosing not to cheat and they can't control their woman.
I agree, Mr. Negro Ralph. Also, when you mentioned that one part about exchanging the energies, I'm a subscriber to that belief. I remember one of my loves of my life, still to this day, I'm just not in love with her. I remember she had said to me one day, she had said, "Did you did you go fuck on me with someone else?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "Well, someone done snatched up my cycle." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Someone done snatched up my cycle. My cycle is I skipped my cycle." I'm like, "How? What does that mean?" She's like, "When a nigga fucks on someone else, cheats
She
on you,
she had a low sorry to
I
cut
don't
you off.
want
She
to
had a low
disturb the
body count,
cycle."
didn't she?
Huh?
She had a low body count, didn't she?
She did. Yes, she did. She does.
Hmm. I know.
But
I've
she,
been through this
she
before. Go ahead.
educated me on this one, and I didn't. I really, this is no. I come from like a Mississippi background on both sides, right? And I just like, I'm not from Mississippi, but myself is like, I really didn't subscribe to that belief. But then when I looked into it, I was like, oh, that shit can happen.
Not
But
not
still,
not only it does so much, bro. I don't even know how much I can tell you because I feel uncomfortable, but it's something I do want you to understand. A person that has a body count similar to yours gives a body reaction. Um, it, it's like almost saying, something wrong, something wrong. If you've been with that person for a long time, or y'all got like the same amount of body counts because they're not used to taking in that many energies, and it's going to fuck with their nervous system, then their pH balance, then their skin. They start getting like boils, pimples, acne.
100. Yep. You know, you're fooling around with a guy, and then that woman, whatever that woman got going on, begins to like go into your body and stuff like that. So yeah, and you begin to have a reaction to it. Yes, 100%. So let's go.
I'm sorry, she's not a size 2, so she shouldn't be doing it. All right, here we go. Oh, let me let you back up, sweet pea, and I'm gonna change that avatar. That aggravates me because it's unnecessary. And it was like she could have said so many different things. Oh, you're unhealthy. Well, you know, first of all, I'm thin. Everybody knows that I'm thin, but I've struggled. There's diabetes in my family. It's hereditary. I'm struggling with some other nervous system issues, right? So you can't just assume because somebody's overweight that they're unhealthy. Your ass might be unhealthy. Like let's stop the nonsense. I'm gonna let DJ back up, and then I'm gonna let you guys ask her some questions, and we're gonna end the live. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button for your girl.
Hey, you know what? I just see cynical and I see Tailor Made. What's up? They're from the that old life I used to have on that sector. But I'm gonna say this. Wow.
And and let me tell y'all, she didn't ask me to do that, but like I just didn't like that listening to it because I listened for a little while, but I didn't remember. I told you I didn't get a chance to listen. Me and her has been communicating, but I haven't had a chance. I'm gonna go back through. I'm gonna make sure that I watch your videos. I'm gonna like your videos. I'm sorry, sister, I have not had a chance to go through all the videos, but that was my first time actually hearing the like, wow, just out the way and just.
And I didn't say I was not the one that changed the subject, by the way. The guy with the DNA was the one that was changing the subject because the subject was about I forget what the hell the subject was about, but whatever it was not nothing to do with DNA. And the guy got mad because she had said something about DNA, and then they got to talking about blood types, and then got the O blood, and he said he was O negative. The girl, Cherry Bomb, said, you need to like store your blood. So because you have a certain O negative and you can't get blood transfusion. And I said, you know what? Speaking of that, so it was actually very much on topic. However, this woman must have been seething, like just waiting for her opportunity. Like, that's.
No, I like I said, I don't want. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'm not going to assume anything. But I did think that was unnecessary for her to call you fat, and like I just think it was a low blow. And it's easy when you have an avatar up. I could put a picture up here, right? And it's easy to talk that mess when people have not seen you, honey. So I just think I hate when people do that. They tried to do it to me, and I just don't like that. So are you okay? Because I'm about to probably end it. Thank you all for coming through. Thank you all for participating. And T, I wonder if you're still here because
I'm not to Auntie. Listen, I don't have a problem with you, Auntie.
I know you don't.
I don't have a problem with men. I'm not one of the male hating women.
I know that.
That she called me a mammy because I be coming to the rescue of the men sometimes. Oh, she's a mammy.
They call everybody that's reasonable is a mammy. If everybody that's reasonable, So like I told you, just watch the spaces, give it time, get to know everybody, get to know the content creators, but not just the content creators, get to know the people that are on the panels with the content creators. And I will say this, just because the content creator has somebody on their panel doesn't mean they necessarily agree with it. And that's what I was trying to tell you. But they might not say anything, because it puts them in the middle. So that's all I'm trying to say. Auntie, if you're down there, I will drop the link for you so you guys can talk really quick. He might not be here anymore, sis. Are you okay with anybody saying asking you questions? Is it okay if I drop the link?
Ask questions? I just have a little bit of time before I have to go pick up my daughter. So you can
Right.
Come on up. They don't know what you've been through. So people should be very careful about the things that they say to a person, because you don't know what could drive a person off the edge. Now, thank God I'm strong enough and I've been through enough in my life to where that didn't affect me. But what if I was a weak person still within my throes and bouts of depression, and what that woman would have said would have really hurt me and I really did something to myself? This is the reason why people need to be very careful about the things they say to people. It doesn't matter if I I talk my truth online. You don't have to respond in that way. And I think everybody's adults here. Are we not all adults? Why can't we support each other in our situations and say, you know what, you good girl, you got this. What are you're going through this. You know what? I heard what you went through. I've been through this too. That's the reason why I even was so candid about my situations, because I know that other people have been through maybe something similar or something. So I don't think that I've been through all this stuff just for me to keep it to myself. I think it's because it's a testimony.
Mm-hmm. So DJ, I dropped your link. Y'all make sure y'all sub to DJ. A lot of my people, I think, are already subbed to you, but come on up.
But so we're gonna go into the next thing, and this is the whole Jaguar Wright situation. But I wanted to show that because I think it was a very good interview. Go ahead and check that interview out. The rest of it here at her channel. Please subscribe to Mahoghany, Roots, and MJ. Please subscribe to her channel. Shouts out to sisters supporting each other and not being catty. I don't like the cattiness. Women can be so catty and ridiculous. And I see why men have the thoughts they have about how we act. Because, bro, that's catty bullshit. I'm not on catty. So let's go into this. Check this out. Jaguar Wright has decided to come back out saying my name again. Say my name. She said I'm easily winnable pants. Bro, I cannot wait till she does this. I'm like, bro, do you need to? I'll send you my address so you can my other address. You already know 36. I'm not gonna send you this one. You can probably find this one, but hell. So you can serve me. So you can serve me the restraining order. I will be more than happy to fucking leave you alone because I'm not even bothering you, man. Weirdo. Your address, that's stalking. That would be stalking though, because I'm not even trying to find out where she is. She's trying to connect me with Danny Robinson and everything. I'm like, bro, this lady is paranoid. Jaguar Wright is paranoid. She is crazy. She thinks I'm stalking her. I'm not thinking about her. I'm focusing on myself. And that is just weird, bro. So she had a whole live. She's bringing up DJ EQ and me and and Monica Lockett, DJ Genesis. She's stalking me and I'm like, girl, what drugs are you on, ma'am? I'm too busy just living my life. I finally started going outside because I used to be so stuck on the inside of my house, like being isolated. So I started taking my kids out, going to places, going to different activities and stuff like that. I'm not thinking of Jaguar. Even when I was not doing that, I was on panels about the conscious community. I'm arguing with other niggas over there at Witch Doctor. I'm on different panels arguing with people. I'm not thinking of Jaguar Wright, bro. But I guess she must see I'm happy, and she just has to come and start some shit with me because she just sees happiness and fun and joy, and she just has to come and insert herself and begin to start bullshit with me again because she's just miserable.
Right, she like Miss Simeon from Gumball.
Right? She just sees she sees somebody be happy, and she just like look at. Does anybody know who Miss Simeon from Gumball Z is? I don't even know who that is, but I'm just my daughter be like, everything is like an anime. Who's Miss Simeon from Gumball? Whatever that is. Yeah, she is that. Okay. Bottom line is that this is what I'm talking about. With women, we are so much in competition with each other. It is sickening. I showed you one example where this one woman, I'm saying something, okay, you're fat though. Okay. Now you have Jaguar right. You're fat. Now she's talking about how fat I am, whatever. I'm like, bro, what is your obsession with my weight? Same thing. See, the thing about it is that like I am actually on my weight loss journey. Okay. I'm not the weight that I used to be. Her being happy and joyous and laughter and having laughter and joy in her life. Let me come and make up some bullshit and start a fight with her.
The lady from Matilda.
Matilda?
That teacher from Matilda.
The teacher from Matilda, right. Look at her. How dare she be happy? She sounds like she's like she's laughing and laughter and joy. How dare they? Girl, like, I mean, hell, listen, the P. Diddy thing didn't work. Jaguar, right? The P. Diddy thing failed you. Don't try to go back and bring everybody back into your bullshit. Now, I guess, she gonna think she has her same people she just juggles, having an argument with and having an issue with. And she still wants to juggle it out with me. And it's like, ma'am, I will sit down and debate you at any moment to discuss how you are so wrong about whatever you're trying to like have against me. I will sit down face to face with you, and I will annihilate your entire conversation. You will want to fight me at the end of that because I just know because you're an idiot, Jaguar, right? I think you're on whatever drugs you're on. You need to go clean, cold turkey and just stop. Because whatever it is, it's not good for your mind. You're paranoid. You're thinking that people are after you that are not. If you're smoking weed, probably need to stop. Just take a break, bro. Take a break off of it because no one is thinking about you. I'm not over here thinking about you. My kids aren't thinking about you. I'm not thinking about nothing that happened in the past over 3 years ago. It's clearly still bothering you after all this time. Actually, you would think that, okay, your life did take a drastic change. Okay, maybe you need to have that change. And maybe you need to just get over it and look toward the future. You need to be worried about going to get those warrants lifted. Take care of your business instead of being on the run. You're mad because you're still mad about the situation with me. But the thing is that you should have just took care of your business and it wouldn't even existed and stop running your damn mouth and bringing people up into your bullshit. Why can't this bitch get along with nobody? And I think the only reason why she's probably still with Odell, I think he was leaving at one point, and he probably going upside your head. Oops, upside her head. I don't think you could be happy with her unless you're fighting her. She wants to fight everybody. Have you guys ever ran into a woman that just wants to fight all the time? Tell me about this. Have you ever ran into a woman that just likes to fight men and just wants to fight everybody that's on the fighting war path? Have you ever met a woman that just wants to fight everybody?
I will not plead the fifth. I will not plead the fifth. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Mm-hmm.
So how do you deal with a woman that just wants to fight? Just being constant fighting with everybody around them. Is that not mental illness? This is what I feel. I feel like it's mental illness. It's like, bro, you can't fight the world, Jaguar. You're doing too much. Here, go ahead. Is it too late? Going on right now. It's crazy. Other than that, I just been, I've been focusing on, going out with my kids, taking my kids different places, showing them different things. And that's what's important to me right now, all this internet bullshit. Like, dude, I mean, and it's crazy because of how Jaguar has so much to say about everybody, but everything that she points out in others are things that are about herself. She talks about people being single mothers and this, that, the other. I mean, yeah, she might have gotten married and whatever, but hell, how long did that last? I think that if instead of like just being so focused on arguing and fighting, I mean, I think it's a part of psychosis. I mean, have you noticed people with mental illness have issues getting along with other people? Like it's a thing. Like it's a thing. Like people with mental illness are always fighting other people. I don't want to fight nobody. I'm trying to like be cool. I don't want to fight nobody.
Hey yo, pause that real quick, yo, you funny as shit. Yo, why is it that though? Why is it all the people with mental illnesses want to fight other people with mental illnesses, and then they look for us people without mental illnesses to back them up?
Exactly. It's like there is a whole thing about people with mental illness that are aggressive. And then
No, and look,
they want to make you aggressive because they're fighting you, and then you become the bad guy. Because now once you
see,
attack them,
they need to fix the laws. They need to fix the laws because I say like, all right, so domestic violence laws should be changed, like for real. If you call the police and she didn't beat you up a little bit, and they see that they shouldn't lock her up or you up, they should sit y'all outside and say throw them hands. All right. Then the second time you gonna realize, all right, we're gonna see if this is somebody trying to die now. So that second time you call them, they be like, yo, if anybody got some severe wounds, this is a warning. We taking both of y'all after that. Then we have to trial both of y'all. But you shouldn't, it is crazy. I believe that, some people in their relationship, they need to fight each other to survive because they're not getting stronger.
honey, I know some women that get horny off of guys like
Yeah. And look, I ain't want to go that route, but I'm gonna
very
take it. I'm gonna take
That
it.
last part right there, what you
Yeah, I
said,
know
DJ.
that. I don't like that type of coochie no more. That bad coochie, the evil. But look,
no
let's take
more.
it
That
to us.
means it existed in your life though. You have been encountered with a woman that just wants to rouse you up just so you could get angry
That
and
don't work no more, yo. That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah,
don't even
don't
that
work
turn me
anymore.
off. That shit
Yep.
not even attractive. It's not even like I don't even want to do that work. You know what I mean? Like
I
that
would
was like when I was a teenager. You can't do that no
right,
more. After like 20, you couldn't do that no more. That was nasty. But
right, and
go
I
ahead,
would
bro.
say this one thing, bro. To back up both of y'all, I do think domestic violence needs to be updated. The whole narrative of that, um, and there does need to be some sanctionized, ready to rumble type of situations that are outside the family court, and got to be sanctioned. Like really throw some hands if
Yeah,
necessary.
cause you don't,
But
if you challenge me for these pants, I gotta give you hands though. You one of us gotta get fucked or beat up.
something of that nature, yeah. I know it sounds far fetched, so no one be thinking that this is this is just three people who are just babbling. I'm pretty sure there's 300 people right now who believe the same thing. Like hell yeah, I've been thinking that way too. You know, but to get to what DJ Genesis was saying about that fiery coochie that gets turned on because she wants to fight and scrap all the time. And coming from the fella's perspective, yeah, it's an immature thing for a fella to get into. And I think those days especially right now with the cameras, man, those days are limited. Like
Mhm.
I don't think you have till 19 or 20 years old no more to get that out your system. I think it's like one and done situation. If you end up in court and you happen to get a bail and get out or a program, uh, y'all need to call it quits after this one
Hey, listen,
because
if anyone needs to put their hand on the fucking separate, period. Why
yeah,
are
yeah,
we
yeah,
putting our hands on each other? Why? Listen, I don't even hit my kids, so I'm not going to accept nobody hitting me. I don't spank my children, so I don't want no man.
right.
Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. If you can't use your words, there's something wrong with your ability to process. You're emotionally unintelligent, and you need to grow up, bro. Especially at my old age of 48. If you can't use your words, bro, there's something wrong with you mentally. That you cannot express yourself beyond the point of putting your hands on me. Because I'm not gonna put my hands on you. I might fucking
Now, from
hurt you, but I might.
now, your opinion for, say, for instance, if you could just, I know you may not be that woman or these women who are putting hands on men today, but do you imagine like going in the POV, their point of view, and seeing a woman striking a man multiple times and say, "Hey, you're in timeout," and he's like, "Yes, mommy." Do you imagine like the recognition, like the excitement of that woman, the gratification, like,
No,
mm-hmm.
that sounds like S and
It
M.
has to be like a real super high, like it
That
has to be
sounds
like
like that sounds like a sadomasochistic situation. That's not what I'm talking about. If a man is letting a woman do that and he's saying yes, mommy, that is like beyond just a even with the nature boy situation, right? Where he's like, look at these people, they're putting my shoes on my thing, and I still say, fuck you guys, whatever. That's S&M. That's the whole sadomasochistic ritual that people are doing. People need to understand the difference between S&M and abuse because sometimes that people are getting off on it and that's what it is, and then there's times where it is abusive. So if both parties are not privy to the fact that each one person is not getting off on it or whatever, then that's when it becomes abuse. So let's be real. And Jaguar Wright
well,
said she was a dominatrix. She said she was a dominatrix. So I believe that in wholeheartedly, she gets off on like this type of masochistic behavior that she's doing. Let's go. But I will tell
okay.
your ass off and cut you out. But I do have a little tinge of a little bit of depression. So hell, I can get with you. Crazy can meet crazy, honey. We could both be crazy and go crazy and go crazy. Everything you do is amazing. We both be crazy, just acting crazy. I can go there with you, honey, with the craziness. I can match you on that. And we just gonna just be crazy for no reason. How the heck did time go by so fast? Man, let me tell you something. 1 minute it was 8 o'clock, the next minute it was 8:30. I feel like time is just flying. That's what I was talking about yesterday. Like, that's weird. How did it get like 10 a.m.? Man, something's going on. They're messing with that fucking CERN, goddammit. That's that damn Hadron Collider. I know my ass is crazy, y'all. In the morning at 8 o'clock, I'll be tripping. Let's go. They're fucking with the damn portal, whatever the hell. That's a portal. Kaleidoscope. And it's messing with our damn time. Because time is going by too fast. Like, how is it 8:30 and it was just 8 o'clock? This is weird, bro. Already I swear to goodness, I dropped offset off. I sat down. It was almost 8:30. I'm like, what the hell? I dropped offset off at 7:50. I came home. I swear to God, I feel like I sat down and got up, and it was 8:30. I went to the bathroom. It was 8:30. I mean, I wasn't in the bathroom that long.
I think they're messing with the time machine.
They're creating the clouds and the weather. I know that they're fucking with the time. They're just
space-time dial.
I'm telling you, there's got to be something that they're doing, bro. They're doing something.
Alas, Eureka! They're like saying the evil lad, like,
what with the music?
Yeah.
I have manipulated time. It's like a thunderstorm, fucking thunder, and lightning and shit. I have the clue to everything.
And there's like a crow, like,
to manipulate time. A crow.
Ravens flying like.
And they're in a white doctor's coat. They got a white doctor's coat and shit with the two like Tesla coils on them. Right. My kids are crazy, y'all. Man, bro. Should I like, you know what's so funny? I realized that my kids are funnier to hang around than anybody else I've ever tried to hang out with. Cause they get me. We could go on a weird ass tangent about like the whole scenario of the fucking when they manipulate the time, and it's like a mad doctor scientist. Month for their car note. One car or another daughter walk on my back, but like the first time I did it, I was itching so bad. Like helps out with anything. It's a small amount of time. I'm going to do this to try to level up my iron levels because, well, you know, a part of she started telling me how fat I was and whatever, And the same thing with the Jaguar. They love to like focus on my weight, you know. And then another thing. People always talk about my breathing. She could barely breathe. She First of all, and then they talk about, she talks like she has marbles in her mouth. I do have a tongue tie. My tongue, it doesn't stick. It's not long. It's like a piece of skin that's like attached. That it makes my tongue very short. That's why a lot of times my words kind of come out like sound like I'm garbled because I have a tongue tie. Okay, so there's that. Also, I had asthma. I was a premature baby. I had like a lot of like little not deformities, but fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't all the way developed right. You know, like my thumb. This thumb doesn't bend. You know, one of my legs is actually shorter than the other. You know, just a bunch of bullshit. I was cross-eyed. One of my eyes was cross. One eye was, it's called the lazy eye, where one eye was all the way to the side. The other one was straight. They had to give me special glasses. You know, so I had to overcome a lot to be normal. You know what I'm saying? So I got like I had asthma. I had very severe asthma, guys. So y'all hear me breathing hard. Yes, I have asthma. I have to take a pump, you know what I'm saying? I have to take an asthma pump and all type of stuff. I have a hard time breathing. I have issues, you know? People talking about, your weight. It's like, you don't know what kind of steroids I had to take. Asthma makes you, when you have asthma, you got to breathe all these different steroids and stuff for your lungs. And that stuff makes you gain weight. And it's a lot of shit that people don't even know, but they've steady running their goddamn mouth and saying stupid shit. Shut the fuck up, bro. You have not had to go through half of the medical shit I had to go through and overcame, bro. Medical shit, physical shit, mental shit, trauma, and I'm still overcoming it, and I overcame it. And so y'all can say whatever people want. They want to focus on how fat I am. Well, honey, but still, you ain't still matching me in life regardless. You got it? You're still not matching me in life, right? I'm fixing to go in here and get this muffler. I'm at the muffler shop, guys. They're fixing to fix my muffler. I done took that oil of oregano. Now I feel sick to my stomach. Ugh.
I could feel that peeled and then broke open because I feel kind of like gross. All right, guys, peace out. I'm about to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't hear y'all. I didn't see y'all. I can't read. I got to get some new glasses because this prescription is like through. And I'm starting to get at the age where I have the bifocal, so I can't see like what's on the screen. When I like look through these glasses, I have to like look with my regular eyes.
See that big ass gash? That was a car accident. I busted my fucking head in a car accident so hard. Had a near death experience. I severed all the fucking arteries in my head. I never knew that there was arteries in your fucking right here
Well, you
in your
got
forehead.
plenty. Yeah, you got plenty of them. Running the neck, yeah, back of the arrow, head.
I
Well,
severed about 4 or 5 arteries in my forehead.
yeah, people don't know that, but yeah, you can.
And right now, and see, you can see it like right here, where you can see it actually like glistening into the sunlight.
Glasses are just I don't know.
Right, I'll show you right here, bro.
Anyway,
Big ass scar. That's from
Mm.
a car accident where I busted my head. Had a near death. I mean, my life has been tumultuous at best. So I'm like, I don't give a fuck what anyone have to say about my weight, bro. I'm alive. I'm glad to be alive, bro.
Just a bunch of bull
Mm.
crap, old and getting older.
One thing about,
Anyway, the
one thing
Jaguar
I can tell
wild
you
and she
about
just
yourself is, one thing that Nepal does is she utilizes her feminism like sexy. She utilizes that, and I think that you should too. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a very loving, gorgeous face, nice skin. You know what I mean? You're funny. You know what I mean?
that
I don't think the men care. I think that was just a shot that the women did. I don't think the men care. I mean, as long as
it's
you
a,
can make yourself look attractive, we don't care.
thank you. And that picture is paused at the wrong spot, but go ahead.
I mean,
why did you just go on a trip? You have a man. Y'all should you're an empty nester. Y'all should be traveling, having a good time. Become a travel vlogger. Go travel and show your experiences. Why does it have to be about drama and gossip the whole time, all the time? Why has it got to be about that? That's what I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to start promoting and going to different spots with my kids and showing our activities and doing that.
And Jaguar has had husbands and hubbies. Do you know, like, if I had if I was like with my partner, honey, it would be trips going here and going there. I would not be up here talking online about shit, but like, hey, look, check where we are now. Check this out. I would not be arguing with nobody on. I don't understand even how these married people are getting online talking about relationships. What the fuck are you? Why aren't you traveling with your spouse? If you
Jaguar White crazy. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Jaguar White, out of all the people, you said something like everything she talks about. It seems like is what she is, or a part of, or around. It's so life draining. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like she's highly attractive. Ain't nobody saying, "Oh, I want to smash Jaguar," right? I never heard nobody say, "I want to fuck no Jaguar," right? You know what I mean? Never in my life. Uh,
right, oh man, I can't
I
wait.
had to think about it. I had to think about. I've never heard a man say, "Yo,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was trying to find a better spot to have it paused on. Oh, but go ahead.
yeah." I'm like, I never heard a man say, "I will smash Jaguar," right? I don't even hear her name in conversations of being it's of smashable, of smashability. Um, this just me as just having black man conversations. I think when we hear her name, we think crazy black bitch probably can suck a mean dick. But that's we don't really value her opinion. She's entertaining, but I don't think real men value her. Like she might be married. I understand it. It might be who she is on the internet. I don't know her, but like this is how we see her.
Wow. So as much as like she thinks that she's somebody, let's go.
channels and stuff like that. We have the weekly legal review. I'll discuss some current events, but as far as just trying to fight people and pick fights with people, I mean that's not. I don't need to do that, So I mean, Jaguar, you can fight by yourself. You want to do a restraining order, honey? I think you're wasting your time. I mean, don't it cost money to like file like stuff against people? I don't know, but if she wants to do that, they make her feel safe. Okay, fine. But I'm not worried about Jaguar, right? She needs to just leave me alone. You know, I think I'm gonna file a restraining order. She's gonna file a restraining order against me. I'm gonna file a restraining order back on her. We'll just have a restraining order off, a restraining order off. Just filing papers against each other. Let's see who can file more legal documents with each other. Who got more money to waste in court? I don't think she'll win. You want to start filing shit on me and fucking with me? Let's see. Let's see who got more money and time to file shit and fuck with each other. I think you should just leave me the fuck alone. Leave me out of it. Jaguar Wright needs to leave me alone and let me focus on my kids and my stuff and what I'm doing and enjoying my life. And she just needs to focus on herself and talking about celebrities and whoever else nonsense she wants to talk about. All right. So I'm like, if you want to like go ahead and keep fucking with me, we could just have a whole festival of just filing shit against each other. And I think I'll win because I got more time and I got more money than you could ever have or think about. And honey, I'll be petty as fuck. I will spend my last I'm like a petty ass bitch, bro. Honey, I will spend my food on that shit. I won't even eat 3 weeks.
Hey, don't let that Gemini come up out of you, yo. Don't even talk like that. That's not funny no more. Because yo, for real, I know you probably could win that battle. You seem very determined.
Listen, leave me alone. She just leave me alone. So now so the last part of my play is her going against me and EQ, and King Payne going to just break down the whole situation with me and Jaguar. In case you guys didn't know,
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Hey, but is your back as big as the front?
What?
The caboose.
Well, no, I have a stomach because I had a baby, and
No, we ain't talking about that. Just as the back is as big as the front.
I have a big boot. I do have a big old boot.
So you definitely need to be still in the audience of men. Ain't nobody thinking about your damn stomach when you up there talking. You know what I mean? You ain't got to do nothing but put a hair wrap on there, look cute, talk your education shit, that whatever you on, and smile. And it wouldn't even like you having a problem for nothing. You shouldn't be listening to no black bitch anyway, because most of the time they don't get along with the other sister anyway.
I was gonna say this before you start the video. DJ Genesis says I agree with Mr. Ralph. He was on point right there. Do you believe that men give a fuck enough to hear about how a day in the life of fat person being attacked? Really?
I don't care about what they think. What do you mean?
Do you think other people care about the day in life of how a fat person gets attacked in 2025?
I don't give a fuck about what people think about what a fat person, whatever. I don't. What do you mean?
All right. So I know this is your thing where you.
No, hold on. No, it's not about me talking about my weight. This is me talking about Jaguar talking shit about me, but I also cover other people talking about my weight, but I don't really care about what people think about me being fat, me being attacked. I really don't care. I'm just talking about it because.
So, can I ask you one last question?
Mm-hmm.
For the fellas, is your caboose as big as your front?
No, my caboose is bigger than my front.
See how you answered that so quickly this time without second guessing?
Well,
work on work on that. That's all your viewers want to hear, and
My
that's all.
booty is bigger than my front. My booty is very big, and my front is big too. But gotta work on the front. But I
No
gotta
more
like
second.
the front is
No
like
more second
operation. I
guessing.
gotta get front is operation level because I have an
No,
ankle.
No more second guessing. That's
no,
unattractive.
it's really not much more to say, DJ, because we just sound like two guys talking to you, but we're two guys actually giving you the percentage of what the normal man is going to think about you and we're already listening to you. We don't just listen to women because we want to listen to you. You got to bring something entertaining. You got to be something we like about you. Now you have the asset to take it above and beyond. Are you going to use them? You should never care about what
I start getting in there and start twerking, you
Hey,
start.
I guarantee your channel, you'll start getting a whole lot more cash app. I know I'll be cash apping more than $5 and $2 again.
Like I said, it's very strange. Like it's very strange,
But y'all
and
be
it's good
cash
for
apping
the
these
men.
niggas. They ain't shaking their booty. But
It's
okay.
very
No, we don't.
strange, and it's very strange, and it's good fortune too, when someone sees two midgets in the same zip code on the same day. It's like wow, like no one could believe that. It rarely happens. Just like
Mm,
seeing a white person who's an albino, like really they're white and they're albino is really
mm,
unusual. So what I'm saying with you, DJ Genesis, if you can really quit pretending to be just a fat girl who's getting bullied and really be a fat girl who's just a bully. You understand?
So I need to
mm.
be a fat girl who's a
Stop pretending to be a fat girl who's a square and is always getting picked on. Be that fat girl who's a fucking bully, baby D, and steps on bitches for no reason.
Don't take. Hold
That's
on. He right.
this is
He
what
right, but not that far. You're not that person. Don't go that far. More.
yeah.
on,
Shut it down. Shut it
online.
down. Shut
Online.
it down. Yeah. Yeah. Shut it down before it starts.
I, I
Cut.
cannot be the woman that steps on bitches and stuff. I'm not that person. That's
Yeah.
maybe
He's too lovable.
my
Yeah, she,
character.
she,
Yo, DJ
she's
Genesis,
too.
you see what she did? Yo, for real.
That's not realistic
She
to
just cooked that
be
bitch.
a fat bitch that like steps on. Fuck y'all, bitches. I'm fat. I'm like Godzilla up in this bitch. Like fuck that. I'm not gonna do that.
Why do you think Chris Ann Rock gets her views or when she does something wild?
I need to start being a wild, crazy person. No.
Just no, hop into that villain. Stop
If I was
pretending to
gonna
be a
be like
square. Quit pretending to be a
I
square.
am a villain. I am a villain, and I do it. I was gonna be like top villain. I was gonna create a whole channel called Top Villain and start being a fucking villain. But as far
Yeah,
as
we
like
don't want to hear
on the
squares, no more
women, I don't
complaining.
want to. I'm not gonna
And
like use.
she not like she the good villain, like the villain, that ain't cool with the villains, but ain't mad at the good guys. So she can like, be in her own world. She like a Thanos kind of like almost
Yeah,
a
I'm
dark
Thanos.
team.
I'm more of a Thanos. I'm not like
Yeah.
I gotta squash anybody else to
Be-
like be
Because
cool to.
all I'm saying is, and I'm saying is, you ain't got to be cool with everybody, but you can be cool with people. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give everybody that, oh, because me and you started together, oh, we friends, and you on my platform, I'm going to just, sign us up for you. You doing too much.
Okay. Okay.
Meet your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Being too nice. Okay.
Right? Because you know what I'm saying. You've been doing it before them. They can't found you.
All right. So this is my. Okay. So y'all say, all right. This is what my body looks like. Okay. That's what I look like.
Mm-hmm.
God. So
Mm-hmm.
in my area of big girls, that's what I kind of tackle right there. So I ain't got no complaints about it. I'm a breast man at that. So all the breast men gonna be listening to you talk. What is it? Was it the nonstick? What is that thing that you that lady with that traveling lady you had on your show? That shaman lady.
Well, who? What? Say it again.
He was like a shaman, a priestess. She was in the mountains. She was like with
Oh,
607 out.
Chief Yandaya. Yeah.
Yeah. Like. Because you got shows that on different spiritual things, religion, all kind. You cover so much stuff, so much different things, so you can do so much and wear so many different things. You know what I mean? While you kicking that knowledge, niggas would love to see you laughing, smiling. You know what I mean?
Right. And I have not been necessarily showing myself or being on camera because I was depressed. I had like some depression going on, you know.
Yeah. And look, no shot at Nepal. I fuck with Nepal to a degree. Like I ain't got no bad blood for her. Her fan base is off her titties alone. I mean her knowledge, but majority of them men dead just for the cleavage. I used to be a faithful follower of her breasts, and I had to leave them alone. They were hypnotizing.
You be a faithful
I used to
follower.
look, I used to listen to Nepal's words and pay attention to her breasts like no before, like no other, right? But I had to really think about this. You know what I'm saying?
Be like
It was
talking
saying
and bounce at the same time. You mean as a cleavage out and be like and consciousness is what it is, and then be bouncing at the same time. The titties.
you heard the lady that was she's a pastor but she preaches with her titties out. I bet you that congregation got fellow followers and that collection plate full.
Y'all crazy as hell. Listen,
So,
you know, conscious just be bouncing the whole time.
so
Preaching the word of
DJ,
God with the titties out.
if I was your if I was your public relations manager, all right, and I'm not,
Y'all crazy as hell.
all right, but if I was like a consultant, right, and I was like, this is the goal, all right, 90 days from now would be December 8th, 2025. So they said it's rebranding time. Within 90 days re- of this rebranding, I'm pretty sure your platform, your channel will equal the ratio. I have a better ratio than what you have right now for views in your subscribers. You need to work on the rebranding right away. 90 days, that will bring us to like December 8th. Work on
So
it
so chest
immediately.
so boob shots the whole.
Well, let's say
Mhm.
this, okay? Say for,
I'm being
I
silly.
study I study behavior, and one of the things that I've studied is like, say for instance, uh, Ari Lennox and like
They're
India
my favorite.
Irie, India
Love her.
Irie could have definitely. She was replaced by Alicia Keys. All right, and so say for instance, you see what India Irie does now. She's this spiritual guru out of nowhere. She doesn't really put out music.
Alicia Keys was a stud when she came out. She was just like a stud, Joe.
What I'm saying is that she got replaced real quick, even though they launched the same year and NDRE had the Grammy Award winning album. They went along with Alicia Keys marketing wise. I'm speaking on marketing wise.
So you think it's because
Ari
light
Ari
skin
Lennox,
because she
A-
was
Ari Ari Lennox,
Alicia
if
Keys
she
wasn't showing no titties. She wasn't bouncing up and down showing them titties
No,
and stuff.
hold on. No, hold on
She
now.
wasn't like look at me as a pages in your
Nah, but no,
titties popping up
she's
and down.
so, she's so sexy though, in a way where she was a angelic queen. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Alicia Keys had that
She
thing
showed
going
her
on
body.
where she was still that pretending to be a stud or whatever with the top hat and the piano. She didn't. You never seen her away from it. But in
She
the
was
IRE, you
marketed as a
couldn't see her
whore slash
stand out,
tranny
being
kind
so
of
So y'all
situation.
said
sexy.
I need to like do a whole look. Well, I was already gonna do that anyway. I've already like been talking to some people about doing a whole revamp. So y'all are really just verifying what I was already gonna do. Shouts out to you
So,
guys.
so
And
all
look
I'm
forward.
saying,
Look forward. It's coming. So I've already been talking to some stylists because I said, you know what, bump all this because I've been in my cocoon. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in the priest cocoon of just even in my house. And I just started to go outside because I was like very isolated. I went through a depression. I isolated myself. I didn't like go out nowhere. I was not interacting with people. Once those things happened to me, I pretty much even went further into the cocoon. So now I'm in like my okay, that's enough. And so now I'm coming out more. And so yeah, so that it's coming. Trust me. Everything that you guys are saying is coming. So look for it's coming. Look, it's gonna be
Yeah,
here.
yeah. And what about the starving kids in Europe? No one cares. No one cares. You're
but,
gonna do it. Period.
but hold on. Hey, look, I do
One,
want. Let me read your name. Who is that? Mr. Green. Mr. Green, check this out.
yep.
I did want to hear you finish your point about the Alicia Keys and the other girl too, as well. Your comparison with that.
Hmm. Oh, you want me to continue? Or with
Yes,
that?
please.
Oh, well, it was around. I think they both launched their album. What 2002? They both
Mm,
dropped at the same time. It's just that India Arie got all the Grammys. She got like 6 Grammys, I think, for that one album. What was the
mm.
name of the album? I forgot what it was called.
Again, India
But
Reed Jones. I know what's the name was Diaries in A minor, and
but the album before that. See, Alicia Keys dropped the album, the first album, where the Fallen.
okay.
So they dropped at the same time, where the neo before the neo soul really phased out. But what I'm saying is that NDRE got all the acolytes, but for some reason, the industry definitely replaced her with Alicia Keys, uh, little by little. And then when that the Diaries came out, it was kind of like she moved away from the piano a little bit, and she started being more seductive. No more
Mm-hmm,
top hat, no more
mm-hmm.
tomboy. You know what I mean? Her marketing strategy
It had her looking
switched.
like Michael Jackson.
Right. Right. They did. They did
They
have her
did. They
looking
had her
like
looking like Michael Jackson. Like they played her off to be
that.
some type of piano training.
Right. And they even had like okay, John Legend doing the piano type of thing for a while, but he's a man though. We can do those type of things as long as we can, you know. But when it comes down to the female marketing,
Yeah, you must
online
pass that.
and offline, it's totally different. Their shelf life is different. There's an
Mm-hmm.
expiration, and they should know this even on the sexual market value. So what I'm saying to like anyone who understands marketing a little bit, like my brother right here, Mr. Ralph, I would think that DJ Genesis we're giving you heavy consulting, which would be valuable in dollars and cents. I'm only doing this one time pro bono because I love to see this show grow.
And we
But I
not going.
believe
I'm not going to really
no more.
charge you anything. Go ahead, Mr. Green.
I'm not going to do it again. Yeah, I'm just not
I
going
do
to do
feel
it
like
again. You know.
I do feel like Mr. Green, you're right, and I done kind of mentioned something similar to her about this. You know what I mean? Not in these words, but today we fully on one accord. Um, you play this thing that say, "Give me my money, show me the money," or you need to go get the money now. Go get it.
Mm.
Right. Okay. I mean, I was already like in the process of like, doing a whole like revamp of myself and my whole thing. That was definitely in the works. So just so it's
And
not
you owe me a birthday gift. If it works out and you get like twice the views, you know what I'm saying? Just because you had a little
I
cleavage
was
out this
already
time.
gonna do that, but I will give you a birthday gift just because
Yeah, give me a birthday gift.
of my
In the
people.
words of precious mothers, real bitches do real things. Precious.
Honey, I am not precious. Stop it.
I know you're not, but I
Oh,
that touched my heart to this day. I always got quotables. It's just like when Denzel says,
Screw it, bro.
when Denzel said in Training Day back in 2000, he had said, "You better learn that Spanish." I always bring up these ad libs because he was telling like those are the messages, like you know. So I'm just
That,
saying, like, real bitches do real things.
Let me give you guys. So I was not always like this lame person I am right now. Right. So
Notice.
this
no, you always that lame person. You just good lame. You don't stop being a lame. You know,
no
lame is lame.
me. Listen, this is really what I was on. This was what I was on.
Yeah, we see it. We see it.
Yeah, we know you used to be
We
small,
see
broke
them. We
business.
see them. We see
No,
the
no,
little
no. You
book
no,
there.
not just small. I'm talking about
See the
like
little book.
I had like a little style to me. I wasn't just always just on
Hey,
some but once
Okay,
I
she
you,
became
she
a mother,
gone.
once I became a mom, I just got really
mom,
motherly.
like, yeah, I get it. You know,
She's gone. She's gone.
she
She's
ain't
gone.
gone.
Right.
She's not gone, yeah. She's
No,
not
I'm
gone.
saying is that woman who had is that woman was she more was that woman and this is no offense this is no this is healing this is the therapeutic version that Maury was not given on the Maury Povich show. He wasn't given that healing. This is the moment of healing right here. DJ Genesis, is that woman in those pictures, you recognize her as you? Did she have the confidence that you have today?
She had way more confidence than I have today.
Oh, okay. So you can
I would,
always
we
channel.
would
You
take
can
a
always.
picture
You
like
can
this.
always. This is a virtual board, a virtual board, a visual board right now.
I mean, think about this.
Channel her.
What,
Channel her.
what kind of
Channel that attitude. Where is that attitude right there?
a picture
So
like
much
this, right?
attitude. Look at that picture. So much
This
attitude.
was me. See that I used yeah,
Mhm.
I had it. You
Hey,
know.
look. Hey, look. I'm more into the now than then. I don't care about the then.
But
Now
I'm
she
just
ain't got
showing
that.
you
I feel you. I feel you. I'm not knocking that.
now. Like I'm older, so now I'm more
Yeah,
like
I like the old junk. You feel me? I like the right now. Fuck the old.
Yes,
The
this
right
right now
now you
got
got.
better credit score,
Yeah, it got
better
more.
pocketbook with money,
It got better
more.
maturity, more feminine maturity, more womanhood to you. You can see the scars, the pain, realism. You can see realism on you. That's more attractive than your youth. My wife be sending me pictures of her youth. I'm tired laughing and joking. I'm like, I don't even know that woman. I know this. I'm attracted to this.
this is me now. This is me.
You could definitely snatch up a 30 a 27-year-old.
Yeah. See the other junk with the
Hell
little curls
yeah.
on her head? He was killing it.
Oh yeah, just yep. Yeah, she can still snatch up a 27-year-old. You might have that
Yeah,
magnetic pull still.
and look, and a smart, good woman too. We all know the big girls. No offense, we all know the big girls as men. What we be
Big
doing with
girl have
them,
helped me out when big girls have helped me out when I first moved out my parents' house.
man.
Oh yeah,
Man,
they
that's what
did.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Big girls been holding niggas down. These girls have been. I done been around, so I'm gonna just say this: all women have held me down, but them big girls held me down strong.
Mhm.
Some of them close to my wife, like they, what I'm saying, they waiting on her to make a mistake or something.
It's the healing moment. Shout out to the big girls from the past, and I might have
That's
broke your
good.
heart,
I want you
but
guys to hear this
I
breakdown.
needed that. I needed that trampoline
And
to get
they
through.
got that spiritual healing. How to talk to you right, cook, lay around and eat that meat up, and tell me everything gonna be
Hell
all
yeah.
right. Make you go get that money.
Yep. And
Mm-hmm.
have that 40 ounce ready for you. That dog they have that dog bowl of beer and that ready, knowing that you're gonna be back soon
I was
or
always
sometime.
curious to know what type of snacks her ass was gonna have. Like, what type of snack she gonna make for me?
Right. So
Yeah.
I want to wrap up the show with this whole rundown of what happened with me and Jaguar. What was the reason why we fell out? So he's about to break the whole situation down. Let's go.
Because in my opinion, it was a mess. Again, like GJQ has been nothing but uh, a blessing since she's been in the chat. She comments, she supports. She's not a troublemaker. Um, she's very pleasant. You know, she's not. I mean, We've never had a conversation about Jackie. You know, she was supposed to. I think she was going to try to hook me up with to leave one time for like an interview or something. But outside of that, you know, I don't know what Jaguar is talking about. I have no clue. Same with DJ Genesis. DJ Genesis has always been cool. You know what I'm saying? A little piece of troublemaker. When okay, she seems very sweet. Well, okay, but at times she could be a little piece of trouble. Okay, because she's not that she's trying to be, but she follows like the very controversial topics and stories, and she's always like right in the middle, not like in the middle, but in the midst of. So she can be controversial herself at times. When yes, it did. But we've always had a good rapport, DJ Genesis and myself. Um, as far as you know, plotting behind the scenes, there's been no plotting. When again, I feel like Jaguar's just jealous of these women because they marry prominent, um, you know, figures in the industry. Okay, um, and Jaguar Wright is, you know, a nobody. Jaguar Wright is a nobody. Um, oh well, I think she's attempting to be a content creator these days. My shout out to Down South Stitcher. Thank you. Shout out to everybody here. It's up in the state here in home. Uh, Genesis is in real estate and she has properties. And one of her properties, she has a studio, and it's kind of like a house to where she allows, you know, creators and influencers and people to come and create. Um, you know, this is where Jaguar would meet Solar and others, um, you know, the Carbonation people and others. Um, and, you know, from the time that Genesis allowed Jaguar in her proximity, Jaguar has always been like disrespectful. Okay. Always felt like she was in competition, or, you know, she's always carried this envious and jealous spirit towards um, Genesis. And Genesis was nothing but sweet. Genesis recognized that Jaguar was throwing shade at times, but Genesis would, you know, Genesis being the peaceful and sweet person that she is, you know, she wouldn't, you know, pay too much to Jaguars. She wouldn't give too much energy to Jaguars, you know. Hoorah, you know, Jaguar turning up or whatever, you know, Genesis is more like or whatever type of thing, you know. But you know, it wasn't until Jaguar crossed the line. Okay, Jaguar began to speak about um, DJ Genesis' ex-husband in an unflattering way. Okay, anyone would have cut Jaguar right off after she alleged that she had an inappropriate relationship with her ex-husband, who is, from my understanding, deceased. Okay, and alleged that, you know, he liked her more than, you know, DJ Genesis, and alleged that she knew how he really felt about DJ Genesis. And, you know, she started saying all of these, you know, wicked and nasty things, talking about, you know, her late husband. So at that time, she was done. She said, you know what? I'm done with Jaguar. I'm done. And she had bought Jaguar right out as well. Okay. She was one of the first people to assist in bonding Jaguar right out. She assisted Legina in getting out of jail and getting Jaguar out of jail. And then after that, okay, kind of like myself, Jaguar turned on her. Jaguar started saying all kind of, again, salacious and nasty things about her, made up things, because later on Jaguar would confess that the things that she said were not true. Why would you talk about this woman's late husband like that? And I mean, but you know, even in today's live, Jaguar said that the shit was true. So you just never know with Jaguar. She's a fucking liar. Shout out to Down South Stitcher wearing. Shout out to Jen Bambino wearing. My. Shout out to who what? Who was it? Denise. Thank you. Yes, it did. You guys like this video, and remember to support win. My. Uh, 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 we got 7 8 down, 2 more trophies to go in our 5 on it challenge. Like this video, Remember to support. We got Cash App, Super Chat, Demos, Crypto, however you want to do it. To I know this. Who can you turn to? Because you know I could be a little bit all over the place too sometimes. Okay, making sure that the business is business. You know, if anybody gonna make sure that this is business, it's gonna be me. Yes, it did. So remember to support. Okay, on period. 5 on the challenge. Okay, number of the day 14. All that. But yeah. Oh, DJ Genesis win. Okay, on period. So Yeah, so she removed her name from the bond, and it wasn't like you can't just remove your name from a bond when like Jaguar has to be arrested in order for her name to be removed from the bond. Jaguar has to do something very much so something else, or she has to come into police contact and be arrested again. You know, that's how I was able to remove my name from the bond because she got arrested again. Had she not been arrested again, my name would still be on her bond, right? So Jaguar got arrested after taking the Penske truck over state lines. Okay, she didn't sign up for a state to state delivery. She signed up for a local delivery. So the Penske truck got reported as stolen after she did not return it after the few hours that she alleged that she was going to have it. Jaguar arrived and the Penske truck was located in Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay. The police would locate Jaguar because of an anonymous tip that we later found came from King World, the girls over there. Okay, Cuckoo and all of them. Okay. And Jaguar would be arrested in the hot tub. Who remember that? Jaguar says, Officer, I'm not from, what was it, Tempe, Arizona? No, not Tempe, Arizona. Where I get that from? Some part in Dallas, Mesquite. She said, Officer, I'm not from Mesquite, Texas. And he was like, Oh, girl, no, it's you. It's you. Time to get up out of this hot tub when because we're getting ready to take you in. She's like, Oh, can I at least go upstairs uh, and get my pocketbook from my mom and my son? The hot tub. You guys remember that? Well, that was because Jaguar stole the Penske truck because, again, she was not supposed to take it across state lines. She paid for a local delivery and she took the van all the way to Shreveport and refused to return it. Okay, the truck was supposed to be returned the same day. Okay, so Jaguar Wright was arrested. Okay, when Jaguar Wright was arrested, um, they discovered that she also had the charges for threatening to unalive Lieutenant Penn Wharton, the obstruction of justice charges. So that's how she ended up with those charges. They didn't have anything to do with DJ Genesis. DJ Genesis didn't do anything to her. DJ Genesis simply wanted her name off of the bond. And again, she would not be able to do that until Jaguar was arrested again, until Jaguar did something stupid again. And with Jaguar, it's only ever a matter of time before she does something stupid enough to be arrested. Like she's crazy. She needs to be locked up. She needs to be locked up. Straight jacket, Jackie. For real. Like this video, like this video. Remember to support. The number today is 14. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to Natalia.
So that's pretty much the story is that I got kind of blamed and she came after me like I did something wrong. It's like, well, bro, how can you expect me to keep my name on a bond when you're just doing whatever the fuck you want to do on the bond that I like put my name on?
Can
Guess
I
what?
ask you a question,
Yeah.
DJ Genesis?
Mhm.
Because I have recently discovered that you are someone who's a monumental figure in the carbonation.
I'm
I
not a figure in carbonation. I'm
oh,
not.
okay. Well,
I
okay,
helped them
maybe I'm overstating.
afterwards. Like when people left there, I was a
Oh,
monumental, but not
can
going.
I can I
Go.
say this last thing? Are you? There's a couple things I gotta say. Are you aware of Tyler Perry's television show from his television series from
Yeah, I
beginning
know.
from
I know. Yeah,
2020, Ruthless?
yeah, ruthless. I am.
Okay, now let's say this. What do you believe that there's a character that might represent you on that show? Because if you guys can come together, maybe some of you probably could get some pocket money, some settlement money from that television show. Because I'm
Unless
aware.
it's a character that was outside of the whole situation that was saving them, I don't know if there was. Was there a
Hmm.
character outside the whole situation that they all went to when they left the whole camp?
All I know, me, that's how I kind of look at things. I be looking at things from a business aspect of like, hey, man, if I was a part of this movement from what you guys were from, I'd be looking at that show and be like, man, there's some money to get from that show some way. If y'all could come together, y'all could at least get
Yeah,
some type of
ain't
lawsuit.
ain't
Right now, while he's vulnerable,
Yeah, ain't no coming together, honey.
Not even for some money.
No,
You don't think you and Jaguar White could sit down?
no.
When's the last time that at least three of y'all from that nation have been in the same room?
At my house when I like actually had them there when I was trying to help them.
How many years ago was that?
3.
All right. Do you think that can happen again? Where you guys are
Absolutely.
discussing money
Absolutely. Nope.
and trying to get
I
this
don't, I don't,
lawsuit?
I don't trust none of them. I don't trust them. Now maybe
All right,
Velvet.
from anyone from Carbon Nation,
Velvet
I'm a television watcher as well, but I study behavior.
I
I
would,
do
I
see
would probably
some
help Velvet.
similarities.
All those people, Velvet probably the most, but
Y'all
Stalker.
should try to get your money some way or another.
I wasn't in the cult.
Tyler Perry would settle out on anything right now. He's vulnerable. He's a
I
soft
was
target.
I was never in
It's
the cult.
money.
I was never in that cult. I was only like
Okay,
on the
that's
outside.
unfortunate. If I was a lawyer and you were in an automobile and someone was in an automobile accident that you knew, and you came to the lawyer's office, I would be hoping that you were in an automobile collision too, because we could get some more money. But hey, that's the way it is. You weren't part of this collision. That
No,
sucks.
I would never want to take anything from people that actually really were victimized.
Okay.
I would never want to gain anything from somebody or any situation that I wasn't really a part of. Now I would say this. Now afterwards, that's a whole nother story. Now if he do a show about what happened afterwards, that might be a thing. But if he's doing a show what happened during, I don't have no part in it.
Because they be slick sometimes, like they try and like take bits and pieces of certain thing, but you know, even like these artists and musicians, they won't let that shit slide for one bit. That chord sound a little bit like this. Their lawyers get on that. Shout out to Marvin Gaye. I know they really stole his shit, but damn, like any type of trauma right now.
I think that
Man,
that's not my story to try to play.
I got you, sis.
Have a Jaguar White story where it's the person that's doing it. That's probably really mine. Because I really didn't do nothing to this crazy ass bitch.
Because even the thing with like AI, they're using people's faces for certain clothing in different countries, modeling, like just like how that long-awaited video game, Grand Theft Auto 6, they're using certain people's likenesses. And, it's time to lawyer up. If a television show or a movie production using your likeness, that copyright strike, just like how YouTube be doing with other YouTubers, man. It's time to get this money. That's the baddie we talking about.
Oh well, no, I have a lawsuit out, but it has nothing to do with that.
That broke my heart that you said you wasn't part of that. I was like, damn, here she had to say that. No, get that money.
Yeah, I would never lie about that.
Okay, that's too bad. It would have been an amazing part of the story.
A person that's going to be honest for the sake of money. Because I know that, whatever you get by hook or crook, you lose it the same way. So therefore, I would never put myself in a position to gain money off of a lie. That's why most people that steal stuff, they actually lose whatever they steal the same way they got it. So I don't really, I understand karma, so I don't involve myself in karmic situations. And that would be very much karmic, you know?
It's just like the lineup with,
You know what? Check this out. Is it like a full moon tonight?
Is it more in the United States? Yeah.
It is right now?
I think so. There was
Interesting.
one last night, a blood moon, and over there, like in the Mid East, a
I
full
wonder if
blood
they
moon.
said it'll be like this weekend. I want to check that out. But listen, guys, I'm sleepy. This was
Right.
a very, very interesting show tonight. It was interesting and like really like thought provoking. I give a shout out to Negro Ralph and
Shout
Reverend
out to
Green for
you.
coming up and helping me like to get through the show because just shouts out to people in the chat. Shouts out to El Med Spa, Celia. Thank you for like being a mod the whole time. Nightbot, even though that's not a real person. Mahogany
Hmm.
Roots. Thank everybody for being here tonight. And I'm going to kind of like wrap it up. But listen, this is the money mantra, guys. I want you guys to really take this whole money mantra in. If you have like something to donate, please do that. I really appreciate $1, something. It helps me reach my quota. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and I appreciate everything. Much love. Peace.
Stepping on them.
I am blessed to make money, money making money, money making money, money making money, money making money, manifest making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. I ain't stressed, making money, money making money, money making money, money making money. Gratitude is my attitude. I'm making money move.